Okay, we are live. Hello, Neil, and anyone else on the stream. Thanks for joining in. Time for some more Terra Invicta, and it's been a week since we last played, so I'm quite keen to get into it. Before I start off going through a quick update or kind of refresher on where our situation is, just want to check something here. How many space science research centers do we have? 1, 2. So there's 2 on Ruby Station. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, 2 on Ruby Station that I can see. There's another 2 here. So that's 4 total. That's on VTuber. Here we've got another 2, so that's 6 space science centers. Then Space Weed Farm Alpha, just a social science. And then over to McStation. So that's 6. Did I count that right? 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. So yeah, we have 6 space science labs. The thing that we've noticed is I only have 5 military science labs. So I have none on Ruby Station. Then I have 1 military research center on VTuber Nation. And then we have none on Party Rock. And then we have 1, 2, 3 on Orbital Big Station, which is 5, I think. 1, 2, 3 here. Actually, I think I have less than 5. 3, 4. There's 4 with VTuber Nation. There's not another one here. Party Rock doesn't have any military. Space Fleet from Alpha. See, I've only got 4. I've only got 4 military science labs. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I've only got 4 military science labs, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 space science centers. Yeah, that's it. That's the situation. So I need to build another military science lab somewhere. Okay, we're gonna have to add that into everything. But first of all, let's kind of just take stock on the solar system. So the current situation is we on Mercury, although we do have, looks like it's a base, I think. That's Earth. That's why I was confused. Mercury. Yeah, we've got all the stations, but it looks like there is an Exodus site on Mercury at the moment. But plans this stream are we're going to get a bit more research going in Mercury. Let me just alter something so that we can just push our research a bit further. We'll make a bit more money here as well. We're currently at an income of 793, which doesn't give us a lot of breathing room. Mars is just going to keep on Marsing. We've got quite a lot of mines there, and they're being pushed up to tier 2, or they're already at tier 2. We're just waiting on fission piles. No, not fission piles, fusion reactors. Damn, I need to refresh myself. Neil wrote out a really nice descriptive of what everything was, and I've forgotten it in the week, so I'll need to go and check that up at one point. But yeah, we're waiting on slightly better generators to add some extra support modules to them, because they need, basically they're just costing us a lot of money. And then we're spread out a little bit deeper into the system as well. We've got the odd mine just scattered around the asteroid belt, but we haven't pushed out any further than Jupiter. At the moment, the aliens at Jupiter are still, I think, all around Ganymede. Yeah, they haven't moved anywhere else in the Jupiter system, which is good. And that's kind of it for space at the moment. We did also build Scaffold Space Yard last stream, which is set to be our primary spaceship construction yard. And it has 2 layer defense arrays on it, which we're working on upgrading as fast as we can, with arc lasers being our main project and main goal at the moment. To Earth, the situation there, as we all know, we control the European Union, which only needs to have a couple of countries added to it. We currently own Iceland. It just needs to be federated and then unified. And we also need to bring in the UK, and we need to bring in Norway, and that's it. Because we own the Southern Balkan states, and we own Ukraine as well, and they can just be brought in at any time. Then in regards to Russia, we obviously control Russia. Our main job at the moment is to bring in Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Armenia, and Azerbaijan. The main problem we have here is that they're not going to get their mission control built in time before we bring them in, so we might have to look at direct investment to get that sorted out as quickly as possible. And then the other main holding we have is the United States of America, which is under our control. And the only thing we might do there is we might unify it with Canada just to get us a bit more-ness. And our main focus here is America is being used to build our armies. And I think our target is we want something like 9 armies, which is quite a lot. The 8 to 9 armies, and we want to get our military technology up. It's currently robotic stage. We want to get that higher up. I didn't actually realize we managed to hit robotics age last stream. That's nice, actually. So we no longer have the least advanced army of, I think, Japan and South Korea might be a little bit more advanced. So South Korea is robotics age. Sorry, Japan is robotics age. And South Korea, can I see their armies? Yeah, I can. Their army is actually information age. Okay, so I think we're tied now with Japan for the most advanced army. For a while, they had a much more advanced army with us, and they were kind of powering ahead a little bit. Then we should have a quick look at our agents. We've got Guy Fawkes focused on investigation and espionage. He's doing pretty well. His loyalty should be at 23. His loyalty should be max right now. We've got Carter Kudos has max loyalty. Chuck Rambo has a max loyalty as well. Fire May is new. I think should be max or close to max now. Distal needs a lot of work. And we also have turned Matthew Zaborski, who a lot of people are comparing to Beyond the Two Ferns guy, whose name, Frankie's name escapes me, but there is a definite similarity between them. So Distal just needs to get a little bit of a push. His security is really low. That's a concern for this stream. Nobody here needs a level up just while we're looking. Yeah, we do. We've got an augment here on quiet. We'll probably just put his espionage up, I guess. I can't really do anything about his administration because the stuff he controls, I can't really give to anybody else. So even if it's giving him administration, it doesn't really matter. I don't want to give him also all of our guys are cybernetically enhanced as well, which is pretty cool. So I think I'm just going to give him a level in espionage just to get that up to 24. What else have we got? Chuck is fine, Fia's fine, and Distal's fine. Okay, cool. Alright, so before we start off, I want to build some space stations. We've got quite a lot of money, quite a lot of resources in the bank right now. So I'm just going to get them going. We're going to jump over to Mercury, and we're going to build a couple more research stations, and we're going to build a cash station to pay for them, because the income is a bit of a problem right now. Let's just zoom in on Mercury. Alright, so orbits. We've still got 2 slots left in low Mercury orbit, but we can move into medium Mercury orbit. It's not the end of the world. So what we're going to do is going to build, I think, 3 more research orbitals, and then we're going to build a nanofactory station to support that. So that's four new stations I want to build right now. So I'm going to find orbital in low Mercury orbit. It's going to cost us basically nothing. It's 90 days to build. So we build that. We're going to go there. I'm not going to switch screens, but I'm going to quickly generate a name for it. So we can run on Mishap's really cool program. We'll say we want to generate the name for a base, and it is given the Alien Avery as the name of this base, which is pretty cool. So let's just set that up now. The Alien Avery. And we need to do something about the fact that we're missing a military science lab in Earth orbit. So this is going to be just a straight up research lab. So we need 2 solar arrays here, which are one of the nice things about Mercury is we can take advantage of the high solar output of the sun because we're really close to it. That means that this station can just be powered by 2 solar arrays. Then we're going to add in 7 research campuses, and we're going to add 3 farms to this. I just want to make sure these are not taking up too many resources. So I'm going for 3 farms rather than 2 farms. It means I've got slightly less research output, but I should be a little bit better in terms of how much it's costing me. Where's campuses? Research Center Farm, Science Center, Manufacturing Operation, Research Campus. Here we go. So I want 7 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are tier 1 solar. I'll fix those. Hey DRB, how's it going? Good spot there, Neil. How's it going, DRB? Thanks for coming along. We need to fix this military science situation as well. That's no problem. I want, where are they? Manufacturing solar arrays. Okay, that's the Alien Avery done. That's it under construction. And now we need to add another station. I love how we still got the 101 selected. Where's Mercury? There it is. So I found another orbital. We'll use the last low altitude slot around Mercury. Did I build that? I don't think I did. No, I didn't. Yeah, because there's still a slot left. Alright, and let's give this a name. So let me just jump onto our name generator again, and we'll say I want another base. This is Space Station 13, NTSS 13. We knew that would come up eventually. This is hopefully not as cursed as Space Station 13. I'm good, thanks. Stukason. I don't quite know what you're meaning there with Chant's name. So this is NTSS 13. And this is going to have the same layout as last time, so I'll just quickly fire that out. I mean, we should have done this before the stream started, actually. Now that I think about it, but whatever. We'll just fire through it. It won't take too long. So we'll do 3 farms. 2 solar arrays. And then we'll do a whole bunch of research campuses. Since we're controlling the research game, let's just completely dominate it. And yeah, I'm feeling much better after last week. I was no way I could have streamed that game, unfortunately. I was just really, really unwell. Alright, and then one last station. This one's going to have to go into medium Mercury orbit. Actually, there's 2 more stations to build. We need to build this one, and then we need to build a nanofactory to support it. So the name for this one is going to be In Defiance of Salad. Have we already got In Defiance of Salad? We do. Okay, let's do another one. Union Station. Cool. This is Union Station. Union Station, all good. And then just quickly set this up. This is the last of these research ones. 1, 2, 3 farms, 2 solar arrays. We have so many resources, it's ridiculous. And then I want research campuses. Alright. Once I've done this, I just need to build a quick nanofactory station as well. So let's just found that. Where's Mercury? There it is. This will also have to be in medium Mercury orbit. Alright. And this one needs a name as well. So one last time, we'll jump in here. Rocky Mart. I think we have Rocky Mart. Yeah, we do. The Doomsday, it says the Domesday Station. I think it's a typo. I think it's supposed to be the Doomsday Station, which makes sense. It's making it's a nanofactory station. It probably is making something horrible for money. So we'll call it the Doomsday Station. All right, and then let's set this up. This is going to need 2 solar arrays, 1 farm. And all the rest are going to be nanofactories. And they're just going to produce money for us. When does new Hive Fleet season begin? As soon as I get the rest of the streams, what's the word? Timestamped. Which I've almost finished doing. I had a couple of people jump in and do a couple of them for me, which is really nice of them. So we're getting quite close. It just means I have to do it in my free time, and it takes a lot of time, so I just haven't had a lot of time to do it. I was unwell last week, but we are getting there. It is coming. Okay, so now we are back on Earth. Time to get the ball rolling. What are our goals right now? So, Iceland will be ready to federate in February, I believe. February 2032. Southern Baltic states, we are waiting on. They've got all of their mission control built. We are waiting on the 11th of February to bring them in as well. So those are done. So we can either focus on getting hold of Norway and the UK right now, bearing in mind that we're super tight on control points, or we can start just making waves down here. It's really difficult when we're this tight on control points, to be honest. We do need to come up with a sort of a strategy to be doing right now. I definitely want to take over the the United Arab Emirates, this Gulf States, sorry, this stream, and start exploiting them for money. I've been thinking about this off stream, and it is kind of how's the time on Turkey? I forgot to check Turkey. Where is Turkey? We've also got Ukraine to sort out as well. Ukraine will be 29th of December 2031, and Turkey is currently, there's still 9 days until they're finished sorting out their so we'll check in 9 days. I'll do a big announcement when it's dropping out DRB, but thanks for checking. And don't worry, I've backed up the old version of the game, so all the submitted ships will still work. Let me clear out these notifications. I just want to make sure no one is defended. So basically, I'm kind of just in a holding pattern right now until we get to a situation where I can bring more nations in. Once we bring Iceland in, that'll free up some CP. Once we bring Southern Balkan states in, that'll also free up some CP. We're in December right now, so February's not too far away. Just want to have a quick look at a couple of things here. Public opinion is quite low in the USA right now. We might want to look at that. In terms of unrest, we've got a lot of unrest in the Southern Balkan states and Turkey, which isn't too much of a big issue as long as it's not too high in these other states. Nothing really I think I need to jump on right now and do anything about. We'll maybe spend a little bit of time doing public campaigning in the United States of America. There is xenoflora in the just in Mexico. So let's send Chuck to deal with that right now. Let's get rid of the stuff in Mexico.
You're up.
Then we've got Guy, Quiet, Fire, and Distal who need jobs to do right now. One thing I was doing last stream was I was making kind of friends with a few people, making some contacts. We want to make sure that we keep humanity first off in conflict with us. Right now, their relation with us is in conflict, but they're not at war, so that's good. The only people that we're at war with is the servants and the protectorate. Everyone else is at least just in conflict with us. I kind of want to keep it that way. I don't want to get things to be too messy. We could start working on public opinion in the UK. It is going to take a while, but we're quite far away from being able to afford the control points to take it. Each of these is going to cost us 14 cap, and we need 28 minimum to start taking control of the country. So that's going to be a lot to work on. We also need to free up another 13 cap at some point to take the last point of Turkey, which will also be a bit of a concern. For now, I think I'm going to get Fire and Distal to inspire each other, because we want to finish off just the influence.
Their loyalty.
We'll get Distal to inspire Fire. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Guy to inspect. A Guy can't. We'll get Quiet. Well, they can. We'll get Quiet to inspect Fire so we can check what he's at the moment. And I'm going to get Guy to attack the other alien asset that's on the map. Nothing too exciting for the first turn. We're just going to start with that and see how things start playing out. The main thing we're pushing towards right now is we want to get arc lasers researched. Now, unfortunately, I picked magnetic plasma confinement last time, which was the wrong research project, but it's kind of fine as well because we need this one anyway. Once we get Pegasus drives, this is a big deal. This is going to be our main engine for quite a while. But yeah, Great Nations is coming as well, which is pretty good. That will let us eventually unify the European Union and Eurasia into one mega country. But for now, let's just confirm assignments, unpause the game, and we'll get started.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Okay. Oh, that's an advised mission. Okay, executive protection just popped, which is good. So projects. There's a lot of stuff we want to go down here. Viper missiles is a big one that we want to grab. Let's get these sorted. Right. We were kind of just messing around a little bit with projects last time. We do want to get quantum encryption as soon as it's available. I don't think it's available yet, is it? No, because that's currently a major research project. I need to get back into where my head is with all the research. So ferrocite resistance and ferrocite liability theory. That's -2 in thrall and increases defense against alien ferrocites. We've still got publicized alien threat, which might be it's quite cheap and might just be worth picking up for a boost at some point. Marine plutoplex, light IRs cannon, air torpedoes, medium IR laser anaconda, medium IR laser batteries, medium IR laser cannons, riverjack rattler, heavy railgun batteries, light railgun batteries, Viper missiles. Might as well just grab those now. Long range missile carrying a frag warhead. Let's grab that. We'll get that one going until some more stuff opens up, and let's unpause.
We've got some intel
Okay,
on our
Fire is
target.
now at loyalty 25. That just leaves still who needs to be maxed out on loyalty, and that's one job done. South Korea has changed the regime in Nigeria. They must be really messing around with their CP to be able to do that. Vietnam called up reservists to fill up.
By
Okay.
the numbers.
So that's the
The
Mexico
LZ
ones.
is secure.
That's something. So really what we're going to do is we've got a couple of big critical unupgradable researches to finish, and then we can start constructing some ships around them. Alright, let's see how things are looking this turn. We've got no defense missions we need to complete. There's a Humanity First agent in... 2 agents in France right now, which I'm not particularly happy about. Let's see who
At
they
your
are.
service.
We'll get quiet to investigate the other one. See who this is, messing around in our
Eyes on
territory.
target.
We're going to get Fire to
Reporting it.
inspire Distal.
I'm here.
We're going to
I'm
get
here.
Chuck to surveil in Europe. I just want to make sure the aliens previously had a lot of stuff going on in Hungary, and I just want to make sure
Eyes
that's
up.
no longer the case. So we're going to just check that out.
Standing
Guy
by for orders.
doesn't really have a mission this turn. So what have we got going on? We can public campaign, we can stabilize nation, we can attempt to steal projects or sabotage projects. I don't really want to be doing any of that right now. I don't need to make nice with Humanity First right now. They're happy enough. Hey Chaos Space Marine, it's a long time no see. Haven't seen you on a stream in a while. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to World Pondering stream. So what do we want to do with the rest of the guys this turn? I don't want to push too hard just yet. Let's do another surveil, because there used to be a lot of alien activity in central China, and I haven't seen a lot of that. Is that... No, that's not a surveil, that's an investigate. I want you to surveil.
On Overwatch.
And then we'll get Distal. So we don't need to check national policy this turn. How are things looking in terms of unrest? We have very, very little public opinion in... Oh, that's great, Chaos. I'm glad you decided to come along on your day off. I hope it's not too dry. It's quite a dry game, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. We're going to do some public opinion in Ukraine, because they don't seem to like us very much right now.
Must
And that's a bit
persuade
concerning.
people.
And that should be everything for this turn. Let's confirm it on pause.
Eyes up.
Initiating surveillance.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay, Viper missiles are done. That was quick. What else do we want to look at here? So we've got Fuel Cell 2. We don't care about that. We don't care about armor because we've got adamantium armor. We don't want heat sinks or batteries right now. We're happy with everything we've got. All of this we don't need any of. So the outpost kits and supply depots we don't need right now. I mean, we could probably pick up supply depots just so we've got it, but I don't think we're going to need that for a while. We don't need any of these drives because we're waiting for the drive we're researching to come up. Solid Core Fission Reactor 4, I don't think we need this because we've got the Molten Core stuff coming. Mountain Warfare, Urban Warfare, Psyops, Guerrilla Warfare, Advanced Railgun, Batteries, Spaceport Security Framework, Light Rail Cannon, Light Railgun Batteries, Rattler, Riverjack, Heavy IR. I wish I could filter off the researchers that we need for spaceships, the researchers we need for Earth, kind of like this into 2 separate trees, so I don't need to like read through everything. Contraband scanners here. Caliphate, civil defense programs, population loss, and TDP damage from nuclear strikes by 20%. Does the advanced rail battery go on? We'll get that then. That's fine. Something to work on.
Person of interest surveilled.
Okay, so it's Servant that was messing around in Europe.
We'll be ready for new orders soon.
We don't know a lot about them though. We might know more about them next turn. I feel sorry for the guys that are working on the LDAs, because every time I research a new weapon technology, which happens like every month, they have to uninstall the weapon they just installed and install the new upgraded version. South Korea has declared war on Thailand. For Thailand. I don't think they have much of a chance in this war. Okay, this turn's about to spin out. That's the 16th of January as well. So let's just have a quick look at orgs. A lot more org showing up now that we picked up that research. Los Alamos National Laboratory, not really that exciting. Cadmus Advertising, +3 Persuasion, which is good. I don't think I can really justify it though. The Viking Organization is criminal. Naxos Foundation just gives welfare. Cassiopeia Engineering Group, it's not good enough. Sexton's Group, no. It's +4 admin, but I don't need the admin unless... Do we need any admin on Fia? No, he's at 25 admin. Trillium Research Associates. Energy Research. There's nothing that exciting here, unfortunately, which is a bit of a shame. No level ups either, right? 12, 7, 14, 15, 5, 12, 7. No, we're all good. Okay. Let's just continue. Right. What do we want to do this turn then? We don't have any defense to do. We're going to tick over into... So Iceland will be able to federate this turn in very soon. 12th of February. Turkey's countdown will have finished actually, so they can federate. They can already federate, so we can federate them now. There's no reason not to federate them now, is there? So we'll get Distal to do a set national policy in the EU to bring Turkey into federation with the European Union in preparation for joining the EU. Then, what else do we have? We've got Norway and UK, which you can't do anything in yet because we don't have the management points for it. Which is really frustrating, actually. What else do I want to work on here? Chuck some aliens they can deal with. They found some aliens in Kabul and some in India.
Going in hot. Ready
we can
to
send
go.
Quiet in to deal with them too.
Standing by.
Actually, does Guy have the org now? Yeah, Guy has the org.
Acknowledged.
So you deal with the ones in India.
We're going in.
Then we'll get Fire to...
What's the op?
We'll do another round of public opinion in... No, we'll get you to inspire...
I'll speak with them.
Fire and Distal, sorry. And we'll get Quiet to do some public campaigning in Ukraine just because they don't seem to like us very much right now. 102 days for them.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Then my first step, well, it's going to take a while for Turkey to come in. One more turn and we can bring Iceland in, though. We can federate Iceland. Okay, 25% public support. We can also...
Policy direction.
2032, 11th February as well. Okay, that's good. So we'll federate with Turkey. Confirm. Excellent. So now we have to wait until... 12th of September 2032. So just later this year we'll be able to bring Turkey in. So that's, we need to make sure we've got that last control point before we bring them into the EU. Okay, we need to defend the Southern Balkan states, and Fia is the only one who can do that.
Securing our control.
And let's just check that's also, yeah.
At your service.
So we can bring you in for potentially, I'm not sure if you're federated or unified yet, but we can bring you in. Iceland's next turn as well. Just gonna bear with me. Okay, let's get Chuck back to fighting aliens. Is there only the ones in Dubai? We might need to do some... there's another reason to maybe spoil Dubai. It's already been taken over by aliens. Looks like the xenoforming there is quite high.
Ready for orders.
Okay, Guy Fawkes. Let's just do a little bit of public campaigning in Europe, in the United Kingdom. I want to see how long that takes.
I will try to sway the public.
Quiet Raccoon, hit them as well. We're not going to hit them yet. I just want to see what kind of impact we have on public opinion in the UK if we go in there. Let's get you... It's a shame you can't defend because I really need your loyalty to go up. But for now, let's just get you to public campaign in the UK as well. I just want to see what the effect is.
Securing our interests.
Okay. Her Matthew Zabrowski just goes around to defend interests all the time.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, so that's going up to 22.
Public opinion
31.
is moving in our direction.
Buddy, that's not too bad.
Opinion is moving in our direction.
Kiwi drives are available. That's a cute name. advanced rail cannon is complete. I might just grab ferrocite. No, it's going to take so long to do ferrocite resistance. Could do ferrocite liability theory. Get that just knocked out really quickly. That's not going to take too long at 124% bonus.
Target destroyed.
And then this turn we'll get Iceland federated, and we'll see what we can do with the Southern Balkan states. Oh, they're already federated. Cool. So we can unify them this turn. That's great. This is a big turn. So we'll get Distal to set national policy and bring
On my way to the capital.
Iceland in, and we'll get Fire to set national... No, we'll get Fire to
Boarding in.
inspire them.
I'll make sure they're on
We'll
our
get
side.
Chuck... Oh, damn, sorry, the dog's barking. I will be right back. Bear with me, 2 seconds. sorry about that. There is a possum in our back garden, and the dog has decided she needs to defend us from it. So I just have to go and get her. But she's all good now.
Standing
Right.
by.
So we're doing 2 set national policies in the EU this turn
Heading to the
to
capital.
federate.
Standing by for orders.
We're going to federate Iceland, and we're going to bring the Southern Balkan states into the EU, which is going to free up some CP, which we're going to use to gain control of all of Turkey in preparation to. Did they unified or just federated? We might need to federate. We'll check that. We can check that actually when we're doing this.
Ready to go.
Once we've done that, we can then start working on the United Kingdom to bring that in, which is good. I want to get moving with this. I really want to get this stage of the game really kind of just settled out nicely. Now, we also have to defend some. We need to defend the US, so Fire
For my
needs to
mission.
defend the United States of America, which means that
I'm here.
you can't inspire Distill, but that's okay. Let's just check these are all US. Yeah, these are all US control points. That's fine. Oh, I need to check our priorities in the United States, actually. We'll do that in a second.
Acknowledge.
Chuck hasn't got any aliens to fight right now. You can seal Federation directly on the country name. Cool. I'll check that in a second. We want to check in South America. There used to be a lot of alien activity here, and I haven't seen any in a while. Let's just surveil here. So if we check Turkey, right? So it is in the Federation. Cool. So yeah, we just need to control that last control point to unify them. That's great. So Chuck, I thought I told you to surveil, but apparently I didn't.
Setting a watch.
And Guy Fawkes also
do you
needs a
need me?
mission. There's no point pushing public opinion in the United Kingdom any further for now. There's also no point doing... Norway was going to be what? 7? It's going to be 14 control points. If we have spare control points after taking this point, we will maybe look at taking Norway as well, leaving UK for last. What I'll do right now is I'll do a little public opinion push in Turkey,
We
so that
must
next turn
persuade
it'll
the
be a little bit
people.
easier to take over that point. Alright, let's confirm for the turn, and we'll unpause.
Initiating recon.
Making things safe for our people.
United States defended. Cobalt dust radiators are available.
They'll all be so busy fighting
Right.
down here that
Great
they won't even
Nations
realize
is
we've already
done.
built ourselves an empire up
So that
there.
means we can get United North America,
Director
African Union,
Khalid
South
Al-Ashqar.
American Union, Pan-Asian
To
Combine,
invest
South Asian
ahead of
Asian
the
Alliance,
Emirates
Greater
Mars
India,
mission.
Greater Europa is the one we're looking for, and Greater Malaysia. Great Europa is an important project. Okay, now we have access to the large global researchers again. There is one we want to grab. And that is, we've got nuclear fusion space going. What was it again? Was it superconducting magnets? Where did I write it down? I've got a list of all the stuff I need to research that I've written down. Yes, it's superconducting magnets I think I need to do next. That'll get us coil guns, which is what we want to get into. So let's begin research on that. Oh, was it arc lasers I need? Well, we'll do that after nuclear fission in space. There's so many different researchers we need at the moment. They're all going to take over on the way. Nuclear fission in space is about to complete.
The people will come to our side.
Okay, that's a good boost for Turkey. Advanced railgun batteries are done. So we can't work on Great Europa yet, sadly. What is the Kiwi drive? A compact solid core fission drive that exceeds the efficiency of chemical rockets but lacks the thrust. I just like reading the descriptions. What do we want to pick up here? Rattler, Riverjack, Heavy IR, Anaconda, Medium IR, Hera, Light AR Cannon, Marine Platoon Barracks. Let's grab the Marine Platoon Barracks just in case we need it later. I'm kind of just taking off stuff right now until bigger researchers become available. Crackdown success in okay. I was like, why are the servers cracking down
Mission
Uruguay?
complete.
So we want to unify the Southern Balkan states. Confirm. Continue. Done.
Mission complete.
And then we want to federate Iceland. Confirm. Done. And then if I check that, Iceland will be able in the 12th of October, which is pretty good. And we freed up, how much? We freed up about 12 control points, which isn't enough to take Norway as well as Turkey, but we can get Turkey done now. Yes, that's the Marine Barracks done. Ops commercial. I might just do some management research if it's still available. Yeah, let's just take off our management research. Let's free up our CP cap a little bit. We need to get more CP availability. This is our main choke point at the moment, is control points. Okay, you say the EU needs defended this turn, so that is what Fi is going to be doing.
The op?
Apparently, there's a lot of unrest in Ukraine.
By for orders.
It is at insurgency level, so we could spend a turn pushing that down. Can Guy purge this control point? 74% chance. Let's just knock it up to about 94, and we'll just do that.
The opposition.
Chuck,
Ready for my mission.
you found aliens like I thought you would. Attack them.
Ready for my mission.
Quiet. Let's get you to stabilize Ukraine, and we'll get Distal to do the same thing.
Standing by. We'll
Let's
turn down the heat.
confirm and unpause.
Securing our interests.
How long do we have left on nuclear fusion space? It's almost done. It'll be done in March. It'll be done in 2 days. Excellent. Okay, this is a hugely important piece of research because this unlocks moon spikers and fission piles, and fission piles what we've been waiting on. What we need now is arc lasers, if they're here. Yeah, arc lasers. Arc laser designs offer range and efficiency over first generation laser systems. Begin research. I don't think we need to rush this as much as we have been, so we can just let everything sit. That's May, or this year. Well, if I do that, that completes this year along with superconducting magnets. When do I want this to finish? Because this puts everything apart from this to next year. That pushes that back by 2 months. I think I'm just going to go in a little bit in each tree, so I'm spreading my research easily, and we'll just see how it's sitting after a couple of turns.
Things are cooling off.
Things are stabilizing.
Going to settle things in Ukraine.
Target secured.
Rover drives. That's another cool name for a drive. I like that.
Our associates are
And
now in charge.
We now control all of Turkey, which is great. Because we're not that far. Okay, cool. The Alien Avery's completed its tab. So we should see a big increase in our income pretty soon when the rest... That's the farms and arrays done, but not the research, the modules themselves. So they're still under construction. If you look here, you can see they're still going. They'll be finished... Will it tell us from here? They'll be finished in September, so not that far away. So what needs defended here? Turkey needs defended. That's fine, we can do that. That's actually really good timing on most of that. Sophia can defend Turkey.
Making things safe for
And
us.
is it only Turkey? We're 1 point over our control point maximum, which is unfortunate, but it's not the end of the world to be that sort of just over it. Our next target is probably going to be Norway, because the EU's United Kingdom is going to be quite hard for us to take. Although maybe we want to get UK gone first. It's just that control points here will cost us 15.5 control points to take Norway, whereas the UK is going to cost us somewhere in the range of 60, which is a lot of control points we need to free up to get there. So Norway we can grab first, bring it into the EU, and then that frees up more control points down the road. We also really need to look at the lesser Russian states as well. We really need to get them working on their priorities, but I feel like Europe as our core economic bloc is the bigger one at the moment. What is the cooldown in Ukraine? 42 days. And then you are ready to bring into the EU in October. And Turkey is September. So it's September, October. I need to remember those 2 dates. Alright, let's look at our turn. Chuck hasn't got any aliens to attack this turn. Let's spend a turn just checking Canada out, because there were a lot of aliens in Canada for a while.
What's the op?
Acknowledged.
What's public opinion like here? Let's spend a little bit of time just putting down unrest in Ukraine, because that is quite high.
Restoring order.
Ready to go.
And we'll get Distal to do the same thing. And then I need to check our priorities in Turkey, because I've taken the place over. Yeah, they'll be a little bit messed up. We'll just set this to Europe Update 6. Because they don't have... They've finished their mission control. Well, the situation with Ukraine, Derp, by the way, hello. How did I come up with the name Phosphor? That's a really good question, DRB. I have no idea. I've just used it a long time online. I think I just like the sound of it, and it's similar to phosphorus, but it's not. It's with an R, basically. Yeah, that's it. So in our current playthrough, very early on, Humanity First controlled all of Ukraine, and in order to end the war that the game starts you with, or shortly after that, actually the war was already over, they just gave us the eastern part of Ukraine. They gave it to Russia. There was just a trade that happened that I had no say in. I just got a notification that they had given us half of it. So our Ukraine is only the western portion, which definitely has a lot of unrest right now. But we'll bring them into the fold. You know, bring them on side with the resistance.
Surveying target area.
Securing our control.
Yeah. Definitely looking forward to taking over the United Arab Emirates and spoiling them. Laser engines. They sound awesome. We'll have to check those out soon. Great Europa is available. Yes, it will. You are completely right there.
Things are cooling off.
Okay. We're going to push down
The
the...
situation remains chaotic.
That's a terrible roll.
Violence is abating.
Hey, Crash. I've built a whole ton of new space stations, and mostly we've managed to bring the Southern Balkan states into the European Union. We've now control all of Turkey. We're about to bring it in, and we've also federated Iceland, is what's happened so far. And I had to run outside and get the dog away from a possum. Is really everything. Okay, so we've got another defend requirement on Iceland. Let's not lose that after putting all the work into it.
Ready. Protecting our interests.
And we're we're 2 points over now, which is a little bit frustrating. I can't start Fusion Pile yet. Yeah, let's drop Ferrocite Liability Project and get Fission Pile going. That's a really important tech. Fusion Pile... Where's Fission Pile? Oh, it's Fusion Pile, not Fission Pile. Oh, I need to stop doing that. Yes, a Fusion Reactor. That means we can upgrade a whole ton of our deeper system bases. So the main goal of this stream really is finishing off Europe. We only have Iceland, Norway, Ukraine, and I keep wanting to call the United Kingdom Europe for some reason, and the United Kingdom to bring into the EU. Then we need to, I want to try and get all these little states to the south of Russia into the Eurasian Union. And then if we can make it, I want to combine the two of them. We're probably not going to get that far. And yes, Fusion Pile mishaps, not Fission Pile. I was totally wrong. America is just doing its thing, and it's building us armies. One thing I forgot to say last time is we actually have robotic stage armies in America now. Yes, the description for the tech for Fusion Pile is a basic fusion reactor that provides clean, safe power to our hab. That's all it says. Yeah, just a pile of fusion. Just lots of fusion. Oh, hey, Blank, how's it going? Liberty Prime is online. Although we were not the first to have robotic armies. That was Japan. Japan actually literally have mecha in this universe. They've had robotic armies for a while. Yeah, we need fusion piles for our stations and habs that are for our habs that are far away from the sun. It's a little bit of a, what's the word? A roadblock at the moment not having them. I thought there would be some aliens in Canada, so let's deal with that. Guy Fawkes and co. How is unrest in Ukraine? Let's just do another round of stabilization in Ukraine,
We'll turn down the heat.
just to get that done.
Acknowledged.
And then once fire is available again, we'll finish
restore peace to this nation.
inspiring
We're
Distal to make sure that they are 100% loyal. Let's confirm and unpause.
Making things safe for our people.
So the big dates we need to be aware of are Iceland can join the EU in October, and Turkey can join the EU in September. So those are our two big ones. We want to make sure that we don't miss those dates because we are really tight on control points right now. And I really don't want to be over control points. It makes us a little bit vulnerable. Even though only being 1 point over isn't too bad, it still makes me feel uncomfortable.
We We were unable
That's
to increase
twice in
security.
a row that Quiet has just failed. What is there? See, that is a really good point. I'll probably end up direct investing them, Neil. We'll see how much it's going to cost us. I'll let them tick over for now, though. Do they actually invest? Did I just check their priorities? Right, yeah, the priorities are all into mission control. Okay. Muon Spikers are available.
The LZ is secure.
Okay. Fusion pile is done. Okay, this is a big moment. There's a few things we can do here. So the following projects may unlock for us to research in the future: Fusion Platform Kit, Fusion Outpost Kit, Fusion Reactor Array. So this is a big one for deep space orbitals. But we've now got fusion piles, which is a really big deal. Let me just read these. Muon Spiker. Muon's catalyzed nuclear fusion reactions, increasing thrust from our fusion drives. What was the other one that I like the name of that I want to read? The laser engine, a module to increase power for our ship laser weapons. So the laser engine is not an engine, it's an engine to boost laser damage. Interesting. The thing is, Quiet is transparent, and they are clearly at 25 loyalty. So, yeah. Do we want to bother with Great Europa already? We're quite a long way from being able to complete this. I don't think I need to worry about it being researched yet. I might just go back to ferrocite liability theory, which we're actually very low into. Are we halfway through it? We're coming up to halfway through it. We'll just get that going. Okay, that's good to know, Blank. So now what we really need to do is just have a jump around some of our bases. And what we probably want to be looking at is changing a few things around. No, we haven't got the arrays yet, have we? I've made this mistake again, haven't I? Yeah, there you go, fusion piles. So fusion piles produce 20 energy, and there's a fission reactor array. What am I missing here? The fission reactor array is producing 42 energy. The fusion pile is producing 20 energy, but it's a tier 1 module. So we got the fission reactor array, which is a tier 2 energy one. But I don't seem to have fusion piles here as an available thing to build, but I just finished the research. No, I didn't. I just researched the pile. I now need to wait for the array research to pop. That's what I'm waiting for. It's okay, I got there. Yeah, you all got there just at the same time I did. It's all good. Oh, that's all of our research campuses just went live on all of our new stations. So that's now, what are the new stations called? We've got the Alien Avery, NTSS 13, Union Station are all fully online. We're just waiting for the Doomsday Station to come online because our current income just dropped to 65. I actually think we might need to build another one of these because we are so tight on cash right now. When will these be ready? These will be ready on the 11th of September, so not that far away. Yeah, I'll do the hab upgrades between streams. That's a really good idea. We'll identify which ones need to be upgraded, and we'll do that then. Anyway. Okay, it's 16th of April. Let's check our counselors. You're ready for an upgrade. I want to get your command up. You're also ready for an upgrade. What's good for you? Just get your persuasion up, I think. Yeah, a lot of very heavily specialized stations. It's actually insane what we've got. I've just built 3 stations that just have research campuses on them, and then 1 station that just has nanofactories to pay for them. But I think I'm going to need another nanofactory station, honestly. Let's get your investigation up, and now you're maxed out. And you're done. Okay. Anything interesting here? Viking Strategic Communications. The problem at the moment, Blank, is I don't have the income to afford the FBI or the CIA. My current monetary income is 66 a month because of all the stations I just built. Once we have our new station on Anarchy Inc. Awesome. Once we have our new station online, I can start to look at that kind of thing again. But right now I can't. Viking will give someone defend interests. Will it? You know who would be really good with defend interests is where's Viking? Viking strategic communications, control nation, defend interests. That's really good. We could maybe give that to Distal because it will also boost their persuasion. Or we could swap it out for persuasion as well. For instance, we could swap out Meleager and Olympus for it, which will also. What else could we swap out? We could get rid of Theta Products. That gives him hostile takeover, which I think he already. No, he doesn't. So Theta is giving him hostile takeover. Protospans is giving him that. SGI is quite a nice. Or why is he got it though? Because we need to give him the command. That's right. And then Terrace Brands is giving him. I think we'll drop Olympus and Meleager and we'll add Viking. That's great that he's now got defend. Now, this mess here, I think we just sell these two. I'm never going to equip them again. Done. Okay. Then let's have a look at... So we just got... Oh, I didn't mean to click on that. So research campuses are done.
Don't let them find out.
And then we've got Russia needing to be defended. So we can get Distal to do that this turn. And that
Protecting
means
our interests.
Fire can
Ready for orders.
actually
At your
inspire them.
service.
And then we're going to get Chuck
Ready.
to investigate inactivity.
Heading to
We're
the
actually
LZ.
on cap now, which is
I'm
great.
here.
We're going to get Guy to investigate the inactivity in Baghdad.
We'll recon the
And we're
site.
going to get Quiet to
Good orders.
stabilize Ukraine, which will get it down under 2, which is
Restoring
good for
order.
us. Okay, it is currently April. We're still a little bit away from our final bit of union. Ukraine's going to be finished
we
reshuffling
had a
on the
breakthrough.
11th. And that's another big
Securing
deal.
our interests.
Because we can find out when Ukraine can be brought in. Okay. I keep seeing his measures pop up and I have to read them. Like, what is this? And then I realize, oh, it's okay, it's fine. It's just what the servants are doing right now.
Order is returning.
Okay, we've got the unrest in Ukraine under 2, which is great.
By the numbers.
Nice. Pegasus drives are done. That's huge. This is going to be our main propelling drive for quite a while on our ships. So that's great. What do we want to look at now? Mass driver. Is mass driver electromagnetic catapult supposed to part? Oh no, this is an engine. I thought this was a type of railgun. But no, it's an electromagnetic catapult that rapidly throws small packets of material out of the ship's tail to provide thrust, and not a weapon to shoot at aliens with. Arc-jet drives are here, but not arc lasers. Heavy railgun batteries, Rattler missiles, river jet missiles. We're actually running low on weapons to research at the moment. Prefer services is down here. Yeah, it is literally just throwing stuff out the back. That's amazing. We could finish off reusable rockets. That's a dead tech for us. God, it took so long to get those 429 points in it now, and it finished so quickly with our current research levels. I'm kind of tempted. Yeah, that's what I was about to say, Niels. I think we might just get started on Great Europa because it's going to take a long time to run through. How are we doing? Superconducting magnets is moving on. We're going to finish management research in a second, which will get us a bit more management cap. We might do this a couple more times, but that's fine for now. Let's unpause.
Recon complete.
I think that is also available as a thrust type crash test. Unidentified enemy control point. Okay. Oh. Are they taunting me? Are they actually taunting me right now? Oh, you haven't got the control points to take over Great Britain. Just feel that's very rude. Okay. Let's get Fire to inspire Distal. Let's
I'll
get
speak with them.
Chuck to assault the alien
I'm here.
asset in Peshawar.
You're up.
We're going to get Guy
Ready for my
to
mission.
investigate the inactivity in
Knowledge.
Tehran.
On the way.
We're going to get
target
Quiet to investigate Distal. And not Romeo 1, which I clicked on by accident. Distal. Oh, look, I've got a bug. Look at the bottom of the screen. I've got I've got the Space Fleet control buttons and alien spotted in Spain. Cool. And I've got the agent buttons at the bottom of the screen right now.
Standing
And I can't get
by
rid of
for
them.
orders.
If I hit escape, nope, they are stuck there. What if I go to, oops, what if I select the fleet again? Okay, and then we go back to Earth? Does that deselect it? Okay, that got rid of it. Phew. So you said an alien was spotted in Spain. There is an alien in Spain. Why are you in Madrid? Yeah, that kind of changes our turn. Let's, who's the better investigator here? So you have a base 99% chance. Oh, no, don't do that. And you have a base 99% chance. Right, let's get you to investigate Xenoform Alpha 17.
We'll see what they're up to.
And we'll see what they're up to. Oh, I didn't realize I was quoting the my actual people. And then what we're going to get Distal to do. Well, maybe just continue to stabilize in Ukraine. Just to top that off, basically.
We'll make things safe.
Good catch, Neil. I completely missed that.
I believe they'll stay
That's interesting
loyal
that
to
the
the
mass
cause.
driver can use anything for fuel. I like the idea behind that. Management research is done. That's nice. I think we're just going to let that tick over again. I don't think anything new came up that I'm interested in right now. No, nothing's really here. So we'll just do another management research. Is it up the top because I just researched it? Yeah, it is. It gets more and more expensive, that sort of thing. Warfare techs. Are they worth it? Yeah, pretty much. Just far. Don't even need to feed them anything particularly as volatile as Taco Bell. Just anything would work. I'm going to do another round of management research and then we'll look at the warfare techs. I really want to just get this ceiling up a bit higher.
Surveillance complete.
Okay. Xenoform Alpha 17 has a loyalty of 25.
Prepping for next mission.
Security 20. They've got second wave as a trait. It appears to be part of a second wave of infiltrators and more skilled in divinity detection than its predecessors. Survivor and hard target. It has Salamander shock troops as an org, which gives it +3 security. It has extract counselor. Interesting. Build facility. Research bases support any operations and transportation allows to transfer them direct control without nations, requires at least 15 abductions in the region. Yeah, what's he doing in Portugal? Do we want to capture us an alien? Because I would like to. Wait, if we've done this, does that get us an update on the alien hate? Do we actually have to capture him for that to happen? Yeah, okay, we need to capture him because this hasn't been updated since 2028, and I would quite like to know. It doesn't it, crash test? Like, there's mechanics there, isn't there? Yeah, look, it's probably quite nice for them to walk under the sun for a bit. A massive hurricane has struck Washington, and let's divert some resources to pay for it.
Score 1 for the good guys.
We found something.
We're getting close to another army being built in the US. And we're moving along with the military going up as well. Full democracy, peaceful. Just need to worry about that GDP. That's good that they have their own economy. I think it'd be quite interesting to play as the aliens, to be honest. Well, that sucks. I love how I've noticed this because this guy is a servant. He calls the potential minions, like other factions minions, and I don't think my guys do that. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, it's the 16th of May. Let's have a quick look at orcs. Jolt, no, those are my orcs. What have we got? That gives 1 defense, 1 command, 1 security. There's the CIA, which would be really nice to pick up, but I just can't afford that. Minus 400 a month. No, it's yeah, monthly income minus 400. I can't afford. Same with the Secret Service. The Secret Service is minus 62, which isn't too bad. But the CIA just is really expensive. He's initiative. Oh, okay, then it's probably just a normal thing. Damn. Yeah, he's initiative. I don't know why I thought he was a servant. I just assumed he was. Alright, what do we want to do with this alien? Do we want to try and detain it? If we detain it, will the aliens want to come and kill us? Because I would quite like to know what the aliens think of us right now.
What's the op? Securing our control.
Reporting in. Ready.
Let's just inspire Distil again.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
So what can we? What reason could we have to? We don't have any objectives to capture any more aliens right now, do we? Yeah, I've got to protect the detainer. That's what Chuck would do. I would like to know what the alien hate is at. And the only way to do that is to detain him.
At your service.
We would probably get Guy to do this, because Guy has the all 25s.
On guard.
Ready for my mission.
Yeah, it's that hate. God, look at that, 27%. It's that hate meter I want to see right now, because I haven't had an update in quite a lot of time, and I haven't done a lot to the aliens.
Target.
But I also haven't not been quiet, if that makes sense, and I just want to see where they are. So we're investigating him to boost the chance of hitting him. We're protecting the person that's abducting him, and we're trying to abduct Guy Fawkes. I'll just check that Quiet hasn't got a better chance. No, Quiet is worse. Okay, let's go for this. We'll see if we can capture this alien. It's not a great chance.
Defending the VIP.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Making things safe for our people.
Good luck, everybody.
I have new information.
Okay, we now know his loyalty is actually 25. That doesn't really change anything. He's doing abductions. Parasite liability theory is done. Let's grab Mountain Warfare Doctrine.
Target in a secure
Hey, we got him. We've detained Xenoform Alpha 17 for interrogation. From our interrogations, we receive a significant bonus in xenology research going forward. We know their search history. Cool. We got them. That's really good. So I don't think I'll see an update on the alien hate until next turn. Wow, okay. So alien hate is at 3 out of 5. Okay. That is good to know. So we are kind of getting into a little bit of a dangerous situation with the aliens right now. So the question is, what do we do with this alien for the rest of the campaign? How do we just send him to the bridge? Or do we keep him detained? There's now an abandoned control point in the UK. We're in the danger zone, yeah. Oh, he doesn't actually go on the table like everybody else? I don't think there's anything we can do. Yeah, I didn't realize detaining aliens was permanent. We do have that detention center we built, so of course. Alright, it's June right now. Let me just check all my things are ticking over. So waiting for September for the EU. Ukraine should have finished its... So we can federate with the EU now, so we should do that. We'll get Distil to do that.
Heading to the capital.
Okay, we'll get Fire to inspire Distil.
Ready to go. I'll make sure they're on our side.
Chuck needs to fight aliens, so we'll do that.
Going in hot.
I'm gonna get
What's the
Guy
op?
to surveil Spain, just in case there's anything going on here.
Recon.
No, I don't
Ready
think we
for
can
my
release the alien, unfortunately, crash test. And then we're gonna get Quiet to investigate Distil to check what their
Investigating
loyalty is
target.
at right now. Yeah. I kind of assumed for some reason that the alien would also go into on-map jail, but it is just captured now. Which has given us a boost to our xenology research, but there's also the concern that now the aliens hate us even more. Looks like
Got some intel
okay,
on
Distal is at 25 loyalty, so all of my agents are at 25. Tensions are mounting between the United States and Malaysia. United States and America may force a serious government sanctions. I think if we impose the sanctions, we get GDP change by 1%. I don't really care, we'll do nothing. Yeah. Detain an alien, go to my special secret alien jail, which I did build. It is part of the plot that I built it. So the initiative... Okay, let's federate Ukraine. So 27th of January we'll be able to bring Ukraine into the European Union.
Target destroyed.
There could be about copyright infringement crash test, that's probably what it is. We're going to get our money-making station online soon, which will be good. So the Academy just stole a point from the servants. Oh, that copyright infringement. I thought you were talking about general copyright infringement. Alright, let's just check our guys, see if anyone needs... So you've got... Quiet's got an upgrade available. Let's get their espionage up to 25. There are now all 25s as well, which is pretty good. You're not ready, you're not ready. You're ready for an upgrade. Let's keep getting your security up. I'm really worried about your security. And that's everyone. What have we got here? Pelops, Hathor. I've read that as Galantine. No, the Gallatin. Desir Foundation. Nah. Terra Strategic Relations, Control and Defend. So this is another Defend Interests possibility. I think having 2 Defend Interests is fine. So I'm pretty good there. I'm thinking about giving Distil Gov, but right now I want to get his security up a little bit. Okay, so we are in June. We've still got a little bit of time before we bring Turkey and Iceland into the EU. We're starting with 5 points free, which isn't quite enough to hit Norway yet, sadly. When our next management research fires, though, we could probably start taking a point from Norway. The other option is we could look at taking one of the smaller nations. We could have a look at Uzbekistan, or Uzbekistan is going to cost us 6 per point, so we can't quite afford that. Or Turkmenistan is going to cost us 4.5. So we could actually take a point from Turkmenistan right now and get them working. Yeah, the Academy are actually a deal in this game. They were also controlling America for a while, but we kicked them out. So we could take a point from Turkmenistan, and then once we bring the ones in, we'd be able to bring that into Russia quite quickly. Afghanistan is not on our list. Tajikistan is. That's going to cost us 3. We could just do this right now and then just get them moving in. Kyrgyzstan is the same. It's going to cost us 3. So I'm kind of tempted just to bring these in. I think I'm just gonna... We'll take Kyrgyzstan first of all because we don't really care about Project Exodus. So let's get Guy
Standing by.
to Persian. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. We're gonna free up. Once I take Turkey, so you think I shouldn't bother with this and just focus on the UK? I mean, fair enough. Let's just focus on the UK then.
Ready to go.
I'm just thinking about things to do because we're kind of just spinning. We're doing a lot of globe spinning right now while we wait for things to happen, and I just want to keep things interesting. If that's the case, if we're going to start bringing the UK in September, we might as well just start pushing that public opinion's already pretty good. But let's do another round of public campaigning.
I will tell our story.
Ready for orders. I will tell our story.
Ready for my mission.
It's great having everyone at 25 loyalty. That's like one big mission done. Let's see what we can get that to this turn. Wildfires in Los Angeles. Let's help out with those. Yeah, it's been a lot of that. It's just trying to keep the stream interesting, which is hard to do.
Every child adores playing with magnets.
Superconductor. I was laughing. I was laughing at the voice note. Okay, so advanced hydrogen containment, antimatter containment, and coil guns may now be researched. So I believe coil guns is what I want to grab next. Magnetic mass drivers offer better performance than railguns. Well, other stuff we could look at grabbing here if we didn't want to. Coil guns, advanced hydrogen containment, and extended space survival. Yeah, let's get coil guns going. And I'm actually going to rush arc lasers. I want to get it done ASAP, because then we can start constructing ships. Greater Europa is already underway. Crash test. Oh, are you asking what it is? Greater Europa is a tech that allows us to unify the European Union with Russia. Okay, you know what it is. Okay, cool. And that is the end goal. That is the plan for this playthrough, is to get this to be one nation.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
The people will come
That
to
sounds
our
terrifying,
side.
Black Empty. United States of America has deployed the 10th Mountain Division in New York City. Cool, we got a new army. So now I want to get them to build a navy for that army. So we'll just change our priorities ever so slightly. And it's terrifying. Okay, United Kingdom has declared war on Venezuela. Oh. Scary music time. Or just a scary music break.
Target secured.
Chuck has spent the last, 6 years of his life just flying all over the world, landing, fighting aliens, getting back in the plane, flying to the other side of the world, fighting, every 30 days, every 15 days. He's having to do this. Public opinion has dropped in the EU. No, it has. It's this servant celebrity going around being a nuisance is what's happening there. Okay, we are now in July. 2 build army, no build. Okay, just really push the build navy. That's fine. Like that. We've got alien xenoforming happening up here in Canada and down here in Mexico on either side of America, which is a little bit concerning.
I'm here.
There's a lot of alien life
We're going
forms
in.
going on right now. We might spend a turn just
Standing
fighting them
by.
off.
Heading to the LZ.
Ready to go.
You're nowhere near as good at this, are you?
Going in hot.
What's the op?
Which America needs. Yeah, so yeah, we need the navies
speak with them.
so that America can actually deploy. Why am I inspiring? So that America can actually deploy
Orders?
its armies overseas quickly.
We'll make our appeal.
Where do you need me?
America's job in this game is to provide me with armies. That's what they're going to do. I wish I could bring liberty to Canada and Mexico. I just don't have the control points for it. We might need to make Distal go to ground soon because he's been... Okay, that's another management research done, which is great. We can actually start working on the UK at this point now with that point in management research, which is really good news. In terms of what we're going to do next is a good one. What are we going to research here? Anything new popped up that we actually want? I don't think so yet. Pulsar, Colloid, Surmount, Muon, Spiker. That's just another drive. Solar Streamers, Mass Driver, Vasimir. Rover Drive. This is just Arctic Drive. I can do that, but the armies can't get rid of the alien flora permanently. They just stop it from spreading. You need to send an agent in to actually reduce it. We could work on urban warfare, but we're already working on one of these. I'd like to research something in a different category if I could. I don't want to do another management research. Guerrilla war? What's guerrilla war again? I can't remember what it's in. Just get some batteries done. Let's just get some batteries done.
We've moved the needle.
It's more like we need a specialist to get rid of it. I already have the best battery. Oh, okay. I'm talking about weapons batteries, not. Yeah, I did research a weapons battery. United Kingdom is cleared one Morocco. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm researching. I picked up heavy rail batteries. That's exactly what I clicked on.
Score 1 for the good guys.
Critical outcome. There we go. So here you go, crash test. The only way to completely remove alien life forms from a region is to roll a critical success on an assault alien asset. And military just can't do that, unfortunately. What I think we're doing is we're sending Chuck in with a really special, like, military combat scale weed killer gun, and he's just spraying down at the like stems of the mushrooms or whatever.
Target destroyed.
That's 2 criticals. No, that's just, believe we have wiped out. So here we go. This was not critical, but we also completely wiped out the alien assets.
Their defense was
And then
strong.
suspicious quiet fails by 1%. How can I find out if someone's been turned? Fusion platform kits. If I investigate quiet, will I be able to confirm whether or not he's been turned? Because he's just failing a lot of really weird things. Let's get fusion. What's up here? Fusion platform kits. Okay, we're going to investigate quiet. I'll be really sad if he turns out to be a baddie.
Reporting in.
I'm going to spend some ops on this to make it happen.
Investigating target.
Where do you need me?
Where do you need me?
Taking it to them.
Ready
Alright.
for orders.
So we have 10
Reporting
points
in.
clear. How much is a point in the UK? I can actually use them, so 14. So we can't quite start hitting the UK yet. But look at the public opinion in the UK first right now. He's trying very hard to be a good XCOM operative, but he's doing it so well that I'm suspicious. It's too perfect. It's too perfect. Is my concern. Let's just check the nations tab for a second. Public opinion is our lowest is in Iceland. We could do something about that. In terms of unrest, we've got a little bit of unrest in Turkey and a little bit of unrest in Ukraine. We'll maybe do something about the unrest in Turkey this turn. That's just a little bit too high. If I go for the UK point, I'll be sitting over cap for another, August, another 3 turns. I could also just hold another, like a couple of turns and then do it. It just seems like a big risk to take. But getting our hands on the UK would be very nice. They're not in the Federation, are they? No, they left the Federation, so it doesn't matter if we don't grab the executive straight away. What is the point that got released? The trade unions. What we really want is the legislature. This is the good one. 1 CP is 4 over. The thing is, I want this point. So it's maybe going to take us a couple turns to set this up, because we'll get quiet to crack down that point this turn, because there's no way he's going to be able to purge that, is there? So if I go after the legislature point, which is actually easier than the undefended point of the academy, that's a 97% chance. If I go straight for the purge, that's a 70% chance. So I could just purge it straight out, and then I've got this, which makes taking the rest of the points a lot easier. We will go over cap though. I want to go for it, and I'm going to regret it. I'll spend the 64.
Targeting the opposition.
Okay, we'll get Fire to do an Inspire and Quiet, just in case he has been
I'll
turned.
make sure they're on our
And
side.
we'll get... Actually, that's not going to do anything. Why am I doing that? Let's get you and
Standing
you
by for orders.
to reduce unrest in Turkey.
We'll make things safe.
I'm here.
Alright, let's see what happens. Hopefully we haven't signed our death warrant by doing this. Tin Droplet Radiator. That's a cute name. Yeah, but will it do it if I don't know that he's turned?
Information.
Okay, it said it. We've improved our knowledge of Quiet Raccoon. We've pinpointed their actual loyalty score is 25. It doesn't say anything about them being turned. They're just rolling badly.
Things are stabilizing.
Things are stabilizing.
Jump up radiator is the best radiator? Cool, we'll
Target
get that.
destroyed.
Wiped out the invasive flora and fauna in Juba now. So we're doing a lot of good work here.
We're in control here.
And we purged the servants out of the UK. Okay, that's a big deal. Do we need to... Okay, no one's investing in spoils here. We'll just push mission control. The UK has built 12 mission control. It can build... No, it's actually quite close to its top. Hey T-Rem, how's it going? Congrats on finishing the audit. That must have sucked. Unless you're running the audit, in which case, well done in auditing. We're trying to take over the UK, is what's happening right now. We've actually started to take control of the UK. Oh, is that an army that's at war? Because we'll bring that home. Ethiopia and the servants have formed an alliance. Let me just check that army isn't currently at war. Where are you, 3rd Mountain Division? Okay, you are... Oh, the 3rd Division is a Scottish regiment. Xeno Humpers in UK. Yeah, let's get these servants out of here. Okay. So it's August. Let's just... I didn't check Org's last turn, so I'm going to quickly do that. Oh, that's a quick audit. Alright, how are we looking here? You're not ready for level up. No. You are ready for level up. What does Guy need? Guy's like in really great state, stat-wise. I think his admin stat's really high as well. His admin stat is 20. I'll maybe just keep pushing his admin stat all the way up to 25 so he doesn't need to equip any augment boosting stats, but really he doesn't need it. Everyone else is done. We're still waiting on that station to come online for a month. Galentine's soup, no, we did that before. The SBS are here. That's a nice pickup. He needs, could we swap something out for the SBS on him? Because that would get him up to 17 command and 25 security, which would be quite nice. What's his admin at? 10. You're right, I could have done that, Neil. That was dumb. But I could still maybe bring it back. Because we could get rid of Durandal Defense Services here and give him the Special Boat Service. Or we could get rid of Xenon Minerals. That's 6% space mining. Denim Energy, it's 2% space mining. We could probably afford to drop 2% space mining bonus for +2 security +1 command. I think that's worth it. We'll sell this, because I'm never going to use it again. I want to give him the Special Boat Service. And now he's at 25-25. And I got the extra command point that we were missing from me not leveling up his command. We'll ignore the fact that he could have gotten 2 command points in that turn. Okay, let's do missions. Chuck, investigate inactivity in Bogota. Which, whenever I've played Pandemic Legacy, has been the worst nation ever. The worst territory sector ever to get to. So good luck over there. Alright, we have managed to take this. Let's get Distal to fortify that point that we just took.
Securing our control.
There's nothing else we can really do right now here. We're waiting for September, but we've got the point, which is good. Let's spend a little bit more time in Turkey, just reducing that unrest, which was getting quite high.
Where do you need me? We'll restore peace to this nation.
Megafauna in South America. No, it's a Terra mission. But I think what you saw was the fact that the United Kingdom is at war with Venezuela. Because that's exactly what they need to be doing right now. We'll end this war as soon as we can. Yeah, I'm just going to spend a turn reducing unrest in Turkey.
We'll turn down the heat.
What's the up? We'll make
You did see
things
Megafauna,
safe.
hang on. Oh, because of the first, because this is Servant's Army. Fair enough. Okay, so we've got that going for us. Everything's in place. Let's confirm. And on pause. We're getting very close
Protecting our interests.
to being able to bring Turkey and Fusion platform kits are done. That's great news for us. We'll get some more batteries done, I guess. What else were people recommending? Contraband scanners. I have looked at contraband scanners several times and not picked it up. Where are they? I think they're down here. Oh, tin droplet. Yes, yes, yes. Tin droplet radiators. Tin droplet radiator. Here it is. Droplets of molten tin radiating the ship's waste heat are emitted into space and then collected in the survivable design. Survivable design is a very interesting descriptor. Well, let's get that researching. Arc lasers will be done in the 19th of September. And coil guns will be done a year after that. So we might rush this once this is done. We also have a lot of military research going on right now, which is splitting our attention. Scanners are great and won't clash with the other text category-wise. Yeah, I want to get tin droplet done, but that is our next pickup. Yeah, I guess that's what it means. Mishaps. It can just take a hit. Maybe, exactly. I mean, the other radiators you just extend from the ship and they get destroyed, so...
Order is returning.
More low profile, yeah. So our ships now literally sweat tin, yes. We have tin sweating ships. Oh, not that we have any ships, but we will. Okay, we got it down to 1.5, which is great. But Pakistan has joined the UK-Venezuela war against Venezuela. It is a quote term, thanks.
Recon complete.
Cool, good work, Chuck. Panic. Western panic ends broken in Sophia. Calm the public is cohesion drops by 1, unrest increases. Deploy our forces just drops democracy score by a tiny amount. We'll do that. Snare drives are available. Let's have a quick check of orgs before I forget to do it. Cheer on protection services gives +2 command. Great Lakes States control service I can form an alliance. Ugh. This is another good one for Chuck. Cheer on protection services potentially. Xenon cartel. That is super suspicious. That is very suspicious. What is this doing here? I'm guessing that's a backer org, but it looks really suspicious to me. Do I want to try and fit Chiron? I need to fill up 3 for that, which will be quite tough. We probably need to drop what Bahraini metals. Maybe they really they could really like Xenon. We'd have to drop Taliman, Bahraini, and maybe either Xenon metals or something like Vanguard. I don't want to lose the command though. Arcturus Heavy Industries we could drop. That's 5% space mining. That's 2% space mining. We could easily drop Taliban. It's not doing anything. I mean, if we dropped Xenon and Toliman, that would get us Chiron. Actually, what's the upkeep for this? -1. Yeah, I don't want to drop space mining is what I'm kind of filtering around, and he's carrying quite a lot of space mining at the moment. Does anyone have slots free? So Fire has 1 slot free. They could take Bahraini metals, and we wouldn't lose that. Everyone else is, and Guy has a slot free. I don't think there's enough of a justification right now to do it. I'm going to leave it for the moment. Let's get on with the turn.
Ready
Chuck,
for my mission.
if you can't find any aliens to fight, find me some aliens to fight. Can you tell me how things are looking over in China? Because we haven't scanned over here in a while.
Setting a watch.
Then it's currently August. We're getting close to September. Let's just have a look at the nations page again. So public opinion is down to 13% in Iceland. Let's do something about that. And then we've got 2.3 unrest in Ukraine. So we're going to get Guy to do some public campaigning. Actually, no. We'll get Fire
Standing by for orders.
to public campaign in Iceland. Just to, remind them
Making our case.
which side their bread is buttered. And then we're going to get Distal to reduced unrest in Ukraine.
Restoring order.
What's the
27th of January, okay. And then we're going to
I'm
get
here.
Quiet to also reduce unrest.
Restoring order.
That leaves Guy.
Reporting in.
What can Guy do? I might get Guy to advise the US to help with the military build.
Offering assistance. Offering support.
Okay. So he's helping research by 7% and updating military. Oh, it doesn't increases the value of the militech. Doesn't actually increase their research. Oh well.
Initiating recon.
See if you find anything. Yeah, I do want more mining bonuses. You are right. But don't worry, I was never considering removing them. I was trying to find other things and noticing that they were there.
Public sentiment is increasing.
That's a boost of public opinion in Iceland.
Things are stabilizing.
Yeah, you're right, it does. I noticed that this was going. Right, we're down to 0.5
Violence is
unrest.
abating.
Cool. That just popped right back up again. Oh, great. We're going to have a piece of debris. It's going to... Oh, no, we're going to research the debris. So that's fine. Our mining crews at Lafayette have been unexpected yet welcome discovery. During routine inspection, a sudden rockfall exposed previously undetected deposits of valuable minerals. How fortuitous. Mining of all basic space resources already present at Lafayette base will increase by 25%. What is Lafayette researching for us? Mining for us? So they're producing water and volatiles for us, which is nice. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a lot of advising soon. I might actually just leave him unadvised. Someone unadvised in here. I thought Ethiopia and the Servant and the United Kingdom had set themselves up as allies, and now they're hitting each other. Okay, it's the 1st of September. This is a really big time of year. There's a lot of stuff about to happen. So first of all, let's get Distal to defend the US.
Securing our interests.
Now, let's just check the
Where
dates. So Iceland will be brought in on the 12th of October, so not quite yet. But Turkey can come in on the 12th of September. So next turn, we can bring them in and we can take the executive in the United Kingdom. And then we'll backfill the UK when we can. And that means we can federate the United Kingdom and slowly bring it back into the European Union. We will Brexit. No, we will rejoin. Rejoin again.
At your service.
And this time there will be no vote for rejoin. It's just going to happen. Because, unfortunately, we're just in charge now. Alright, you didn't find any aliens there, which I find very, very surprising. Let's check for aliens in Canada again.
Initiating surveillance.
Let's get
Where do you need
Guy... Do you know, I quite liked doing what I did there, so we're going to get Guy to advise here again this turn.
Offering counsel.
And we're going to get Quiet to advise in Europe. Just while they're not doing anything.
Assistance.
And then Fire...
Standing by.
let's do more public opinion in Iceland, just get that moving up.
We must.
And let's just check that this is all US. See the permanent assignment, yeah. I think I'd like to be redoing it every turn for now, TRM, because I will forget what they're doing, and I'll just leave them there when they could be doing something more important. How are we looking for building this Navy? Navy's at 15.1, okay. We're still at robotics age military. It's going to take quite a long time for that to go up, but that's okay. Let's confirm and unpause. The other thing that's going to happen this month... Oh, Mountain Warfare finished. Alright. There's some other stuff that popped up, I'm pretty sure. What does the Kiwi Drive do? It doesn't really tell me very much. So there's Urban Warfare Doctrine we could grab. Light Railgun Batteries we could grab. Heavy IR Laser Batteries we could grab. Contraband Scanners is one I want to pick up. And it's on a different type of research, so that'll just go. It'll be done in a month's time.
My expertise.
Offering support.
On Overwatch.
Protecting our interests.
Fusion output kits are now available. So let's swap out contraband scanners for fusion outpost kits, because that's an important tech. This lets us, we design a prefabricated base command module, fusion, oh no, this is on ship. So this is still something that's important, but not important enough to delay ongoing research. I thought it was the array. Compact Solid Fission Reactor 2 is available. That's something we're probably going to pick up.
hearts and minds.
Tremendous earthquake has struck Seattle. The damage already done, and we can't really do much to help, but we can make a show providing assistance for public relations. So we can do nothing, or we can use the opportunity. Grants a small public opinion boost for the distance around the world. Causes major damage to the economy and population in Seattle. Ugh. Yeah, there are alien ships flying around the solar system. The UK has declared war on Thailand. So let's see if we can spot any fleets on the move. It's usually easier to check the fleet screen. I don't see any fleets right now, but if we go into fleets here and show all fleets, so you can see if there's any fleets docked, in orbit, docked, in orbit. No, there's no fleets currently moving. They're all docked or in orbit of something. Oh, here we go. Victor 52. This fleet here. Can I see the fleet? Here it is. Here's the button here. So this fleet here is on the way. This is a destroyer. 248 attack damage. And yeah, there's some ships in orbit. There's been some ships in orbit for a while. So there's this fleet here. Victor 6. This is a Shattered Dream class. I think we decided the Shattered Dream class was their survey ship. One thing I do at the end of every stream is I do check what fleets are just visible to make sure there's no... Okay, there we go. The nanofactories are done. We just jumped up to 613 income. So that's something. Yeah, I hope they don't do that, TRM. That would really suck.
As the anger of God.
Excellent.
We learned how to harness its might for ourselves.
Arc lasers are done.
Some say fear is conquered by courage, but I say it is conquered by knowledge.
Oh, I didn't realize. I should have been reading these a bit more. To better protect ourselves from these, our researchers designed a new evolution of directed energy weapons, the arc laser. By replacing the old laser mediums such as gas or crystal with plasma, arc lasers can generate more intense beams with greatly improved efficiency. The plasma is contained using magnetic fields with a constant flow that, much like clouds in a thunderstorm, separates the ions within by charge, creating two poles. Once the poles have accumulated enough charge, a lightning arc surges through the plasma, releasing an intense burst of energy in the form of light, which the arc laser then weaponizes into a deadly pulse. The true beauty of this technology is the rapid recharge rate of the plasma, creating a combat laser with greater efficiency and range than any previous generation. Service defenses will employ arc lasers. The following projects may unlock for us to research in the future. That's a big deal. Okay. Other important research to look at. So we want advanced hydrogen containment is another really important one, because this one will get us DV boosting modules, or we can go for extended space survival, which I think is here. That gets us tier 3 HABs, or we can look at quantum encryption, which will get us our 6th counselor. Neutrinium containment will get us neutrinium spiker, which is a 35% thrust increase for ships. So many options. I think I'm going to go for advanced hydrogen containment right now, though, because that is literally the first one I've got on my list. I'm not ready for tier 3 HABs yet. We also need space commerce and our space future. Let's start with advanced hydrogen containment and get that going. We're not going to rush that, though. We're going to actually put our rush into coil guns. Okay. Point defense arc turrets are available. We're going to research those. 60 centimeter infrared arc laser batteries. We're going to research those. Okay. First things first. Distal.
Standing by.
Defend the EU, please.
Making things safe for our people.
Ready for orders.
Okay, we need to stop the UK from doing all the rubbish it's doing. So I'm gonna get Chuck
Reporting in.
to set national policy in the European Union.
On my
I
way
will
to
just
the capital.
confirm that he can
I'm
unite
here.
Turkey. Candidates Turkey. Excellent. So Turkey is now going to be unified in. That's going to free up some CP. it should free us up enough CP to take the executive in the UK. So what I could do right now
Ready for my
is I could get Guy to purge the executive point in the UK. He's an 89% chance to do it. I could bump it up to a 96 with 8 influence. I will gain control of the United Kingdom.
Your orders.
Turkey is good on mission control. 14 mission control, all built, all ready to go. It's Iceland that's not going to make it, but we're going to probably direct invest it. We've got until October to worry about that. So we're going to purge out the servants from London. We're going to bring Turkey into the European Union. We're going to just do a public opinion bomb in the United Kingdom as well, just to make sure that this goes through.
Ready to go.
And we'll get Fire to continue to advise the United States of
I
America.
will help them.
And let me just check these are all for the US. Oh, sorry, EU. EU, 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 EU. Okay. This is a pretty big turn. I may be making a mistake by purging the same turn I'm doing this, but I think it'll work out fine.
Lending my expertise.
Securing our control.
Cool. 120 centimeter infrared arc laser batteries already. Don't care about you. There will be an awkward moment where we're going to be massively over cap and then it's going to fix itself. Oh no, the control nation's going to pop before the purge, which is perfect.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
There's so many enemy agents in the EU right now.
Direction complete.
So we're going to unify Turkey. So we're currently at 475 and 471. We're now at 427 and 471. So Turkey is now in the EU. And we've actually got a new army, which is nice. So we might go over cap here. I don't think we will though. Combat scanners is done. Let's start researching a lot of these lasers. So let's start with, where's the PD? Did I have the PD available? Doesn't have the PDs available, so we'll just start with medium IR arc laser batteries. An enhanced medium-sized infrared laser turret. So Frost classifies a global mismanagement crisis as awkward. Look, it just means that for like a day, our interns will have like
Removed some
too much to do. PD is there. Oh, we'll get PD next. It's all good. And that's it. Look, we're still way under cap. So we just purge out the rest of the servants. Oh, before I... Well, it's the end of the turn anyway. First Army is now under control of resistance. Awesome. First Division United Kingdom is now under control of the resistance. Australia under control of servants. And the United Kingdom ended their alliance. Iran and United Kingdom ended their alliance. Sudan and the United Kingdom ended their alliance. South Sudan. Okay. That was the Exodus. So first of all, let's get these priorities sorted. So we're just focusing on mission control right now. And what we need to do is we just need to purge out the rest of the enemies we have in this area. So we'll get
Orders.
Guy to do one. He'll do the harder one, which is this one. We'll just get that to 93.
Removing
And then
our
we'll get...
enemies.
Why? Oh wait, hang on.
At
Let's
your
be
service.
careful here. 442 or 471. So this plus this is 30. 40, 50, 60, 70. We're going to be a little bit over. We're going to be a little bit over cap if we take all of the points. Oh, and yeah, we'll set national policy and the war. We'll definitely do
At your
that.
service.
Do I want to go over cap to get the UK going? I could do another round of management research, and that would fix the problem.
Time to make our move.
Standing by for orders.
Let's get Eurasia out of their rivals. And let's ally with European Union and United States of America. Yes, it's quantum encryption. I did discuss it. So let me just check this again. You're ready to go on the 12th of October. Ukraine is ready to go on the 27th of January. Wait, I clicked on the wrong thing. You're ready to go, yeah, on the 27th of January, okay. My question here is the math, is this too risky to do? To take the whole of the, I don't really need the whole of the UK. I could just take one more point. and then pick the last point up when they're ready to go, because I can now federate, because I control. I'm also just going to defend that point. It makes things a bit awkward, but I don't want to lose it. So we're purging, we're setting national policy, we're protecting. Yeah, that's exactly the decision I came to, is we're leaving the academy point alone. We'll assault alien asset. We're also about to free up a little bit more CP when we get Iceland sorted. Let's just take the nations tab for a second. Public opinion's fine. We've got a little bit of strife in the European Union. Let's just jump on that before it becomes anything. Okay, let's confirm for the turn and unpause.
Securing our interests.
More arc laser stuff's available. Be nice as well to just filter out obsolete techs. Fusion reactor arrays, that's what we've been looking for. I would like to make sure that's finished before the end of the stream. Tin droplet radiators will be finished in December. We'll probably just research that afterwards. Oh, our medium arc lasers will be done in October. That's fine. I don't think we did do space tourism. I think space tourism is still waiting to be researched, which we do. Yeah, space tourism is still waiting to be researched. So we can't build any space hotels right now.
Things are cooling off.
I think we've got more than one war going on right now. I might have needed to do more set national policies.
Mission complete.
Yeah, we're at war with Morocco and Thailand. Well, let's end the Moroccan war. Depart. United Kingdom under control of resistance agreed with Morocco to end the United Kingdom-Morocco war. And the 1st Division relocated to Lisbon, which we will tell them to airlift home. Yeah, already done. We can recall the other army from where? Thailand. Let me just check the British armies. I should have checked that as soon as we took the country. 3rd Division is home. Is that all the armies? And 1st Division is airlifting home. Wait, why was the 1st... Okay, it's this makes things extra difficult because they do. Okay, I can't see anybody in anywhere they shouldn't be. So I think everybody is home right now. I can. Oh, shoot, there's an easy way to check this. I can click on here, click on the armies tab. There are only 2 armies, and the other one's coming home. That's fine. Okay, we'll end the other war next turn.
The LZ is secure.
Great, critical success in Baghdad. In terms of wiping out all
We
the
are in
guys.
control now.
And we've purged the servants completely out of the United Kingdom. We can start to fix the mess that they made. And we're focusing 100% on mission control, which we don't have that much more to do. We have a little bit, but not too much. The big issue right now is we're about to bring Iceland into the EU, but they are not ready because they haven't finished building their mission control. So what we could do, well, first of all, we've got a defend. Iceland needs to be defended. Okay. So we still need to build 2 mission control. If we direct invest, what's it going to cost us? It's probably going to cost us quite a lot. We're going to need 50 in here. It's going to cost us 9.1k and 5.1. So the 5.1 we don't have enough of. No, just 5.1. That's nothing. But the 9.1k is all of our money. Like absolutely everything that we have. Which is a lot. Oh, sorry everybody. I just need to help the dog again. I will be right back. Sorry about this. Be right back. Sorry, everybody. I know it's frustrating when I have to disappear for the dog, but she's a rescue, and I just want to make sure that she's okay. She gets stressed out quite a lot, and she has very bad anxiety, so I just went and took her and tucked her into bed, and she's all snuggled up now. So hopefully she'll just fall back to sleep. But if she hears a noise outside, she really freaks out, and I don't want to like just ignore her or shout at her or anything, so I just tuck her in and make sure she's okay. Right, okay. Where were we? We were looking at direct investing in Iceland, and unfortunately the 9.1k is just too much. It's too much to spend. In fact, we can only invest 28, and I thought this is what we're paying for the 50. But to pay for the 25 we need just for one mission control, that's 8.2k, and I just can't afford that right now. So we're gonna have to let Iceland just sit for a little while and build mission control, which is, it's not the end of the world. They're not really eating that much of our control points. It's costing us 2.9 to keep them separate. That's fine. And they are prioritizing just mission control. Yeah, they are. 100% of all they're having to do is they're just having to convert all of the EVE Online servers to mission control servers. And honestly, I thought it would be a bit of an easier job than this. I'm a little bit disappointed in Iceland at how long it's taking. Okay, we're currently sitting at 456 of 471. The last control point for the UK is going to cost us 14. But what I'm thinking is, while we've got this little buffer in our control points, let's start taking some of the little countries south of Russia that we need to take control of. For instance, Kyrgyzstan, which will only cost us 3 cap, and we'll get that coming in, and we'll hopefully be able to look at... I'm not sure what we're going to do here, because we need these countries to build mission control before we bring them into Russia. But they haven't even built their spaceflight programs yet. So it's going to take a really long time for that to happen. But I think that's what I want to do. So we could get Guy to purge out Kyrgyzstan, if I find it here. Right? He has a 35% chance, which is actually way worse than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be quite an easy one to purge out. But if I can jump that up to an 88, he can just straight up purge the country and take it. And then we can get this ready to bring into Russia, because we need to bring all of these nations into Eurasia. There you go, Federating will bring that in, so that's what we want to do. And we need to bring these all into Eurasia before we can combine it with Europe. We need to have all these, because we can't bring them in, like, it's just easier to do it now. So I'm going to purge them out. I'm going to roll an 88 on that.
What's the
We actually have enough cap to do that to 2 countries at once, so we could do the same thing to somewhere like Turkmenistan. I think we can afford Turkmenistan. Yeah, we could do it in Turkmenistan. We could also do it in Tajikistan, which is another 1-point nation, and I think that's just another easy one to jump into. Now, we may need to play nice with humanity first afterwards, but for now, we're just going to straight up purge them out.
Standing by.
Chuck's going to deal with the alien life forms in Oman. We're going to get Fire to investigate the inactivity in Chile.
We'll see what we can find.
And Distal...
Ready for orders.
Distal doesn't really have a job right now. There are a lot of people in the EU. What's the stats in the EU looking right now? Nothing seems to be that upset here. We're having a little bit of a drop in monthly investment points, and research is going down. But that's because our unity isn't great. So our cohesion is going down. We've got very low inequality though, which is nice. I think I'm going to get them to advise the US, just so we can keep trying to help them get more
Offering support.
investment points available. All right, let's confirm and unpause.
Offering counsel.
E-beam drives are available. I want to read what those do. Who owns India? India is owned by the Initiative. Initiative have locked India down. Heavy railgun battery Mark II is available. Is heavy... Our railguns... No, railguns aren't obsolete yet because we haven't got coil guns yet. Medium IR arc laser batteries are done. Now, there was a technology before I went away that I wanted to grab. I need to remind myself what it was. I have 0 nanofactories in interface orbit of Earth. All of my nanofactories are in orbit of Mercury, where they're safe. There is the PD tech. Let's go for PD tech. Point defense arc laser turrets. Enhanced infrared laser designed to engage incoming projectiles. Done. My nanite plasma containment is going to finish up soon, as is coil guns. They're actually going to finish in January. Yeah, PD is a big one. Especially because we have LD, layer defense arrays, in Earth orbit right now. Hab offers to defect. We have received a clandestine transmission from the crew of Wang Jun Station, currently owned by the Initiative. This Hab is offering to defect the Resistance in its entirety, saying they are currently suffering from unpaid salaries, insufficient low-quality supplies, and lack of attention and coordination from Earth. As well, they claim to have become disillusioned with the Initiative, saying that its method of addressing the aliens are ineffectual and doomed to failure. So I'm guessing this is happening because they don't have enough mission control. It's going to be hard to see because unfortunately the Initiative are right here. I can't see the mission control, but I'm guessing they haven't got enough. I would like to be able to view this station before I made any sort of decision. What's it called? Wang Station. Wow, they've got a lot of stations. Is this a hab? It's a station, so I don't care about habs. Here it is. Well, it's not producing anything. It's a science station. Skunkworks, Fission Reactor Array, Xenoscience Research Centers. I don't think I want this place. The defenders will attempt to stage a revolt aboard the station. If we don't hear them soon, we can assume the revolt failed. Event triggered Hab revolt. Triggers a following event. Triggers a Hab revolt event for the Initiative. I'm not interested. Sorry, guys. But good luck with that. Wang Station.
By the numbers.
That's another wipe out of Flora by Chuck. He's getting really good at that.
Here's what we found.
We are in control now.
Okay. So I don't care about pushing... Oh, these guys actually have mission control. They've actually already built 2 mission control. So let's just set this to build mission control. We'll check the relations tab, and they're already allied with Eurasia. We'll just ally them with EU and US as well. I could have accepted and traded it, actually. That's a good shout. But it's fine.
Our people have taken control.
Cool. And here, there's no point of us pushing spaceflight program, so I'm just going to go for the Europe, and we'll just make them a nicer place to live until we can bring it in. And again, we'll just set it to ally with Europe, United States, and Eurasia. Might as well get it to ally with the United Kingdom as well. And that's hardly touched our cap at all. Fusion Array, thank you. Yes, Fusion Array is the next one. We'll kind of in the stream until it's done. Eurasian Nation needs to be defended. Central African Republic and United Kingdom ended their alliance. I forgot to end the other war. I just remembered.
Where to?
Let's do that right now. At the moment, the UK is still at war with Thailand. So let's end that war.
On my way to the capital.
I should have done that, actually. That would have been a lot of fun. Oh, these guys, I don't really care too much about what they're doing. Not Kyrgyzstan, but sure, I can take the point away from funding. It's just so it's there, really. Okay, Chuck, aliens to fight as usual. We could actually take more of these little countries. So we've taken Kyrgyzstan and Tajikistan. We could take Uzbekistan or Turkmenistan. Turkmenistan will cost us it'll cost us basically 10 CP. Catastrophic management failures are awkward. Forgetting stop wars is an oops. Someone just put the piece of paper on my desk and the dog barked and it got knocked off and we just forgot there was a war going on. So I know I'm using up a lot of CP to do this, but I'll only be over the turn that I want to bring the UK in. And I think getting these ready to bring into Russia is a good idea. The problem is we're making Humanity First angry with us again. They're currently in conflict with us, so we don't need to do anything about it yet. Before I forget, let's just get Distal to defend the... I think it's the EU that needs defended? No, it's Russia. Defend Russia.
Making things safe for our people.
Ready to go.
And then, because what I can really easily do for this turn is just go... we can just purge out Turkmenistan. And then next turn we can take the executive, and that's that one done.
Ready to go.
Afghanistan we're not interested in. Sorry, Afghanistan. We're not interested in Pakistan either. The only other one we're still interested in. So we've got Kyrgyzstan is done. Kyrgyzstan wasn't on the list. Yes, it was. Cool. Phew. Kyrgyzstan. We've got Tajikistan. So it's those two. So looking for Armenia and Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is over here somewhere. Yeah, there's Azerbaijan. That's going to cost us 5. And then Armenia is right next to it with a 1 point. It's going to cost us 3. So we could take Armenia as well. That's another humanity first one, of course. But then we can get them all just ticking over. And it just makes life a bit easier long term for getting... Look at all the alien stuff down here. Damn.
Terminating the opposition.
I'm ignoring the Exodus Servant Nation. Where's that one? That's right there in the cluster. Oh. No, that's Iran. Why can't I see it? Oh, Uzbekistan. Yeah, why don't we take Uzbekistan, actually? That's a good idea. Okay. We'll leave Turkmenistan for now, and we'll hit Uzbekistan.
Removing our enemies.
And we'll take Armenia as well, because we'll just get that going. Now, where are you purging?
Acknowledged.
Okay, we'll get you to take Armenia.
We'll make our appeal.
Okay. So that's that going. We're ending the war. We're fighting the aliens. We're purging. Now, Guy is for some reason doing a public campaign mission in Armenia and not a purge.
Terminating the opposition.
Okay, cool. That's all good. Let's confirm and unpause. Point defense arc laser turrets are done. So the other one is fusion array. I'm just going to work out what it's under. Fusion reactor array. A large fusion reactor that provides a great deal of energy to our habitat. Produces 85 energy. Select project. That will be done on the 22nd of November. I don't even need to boost it. That's amazing.
Securing our control.
So many arc lasers available to us now.
Policy direction complete.
Okay, done.
Cleaning things up.
That's that war finally settled.
Target destroyed.
Another complete wipeout of alien flora and fauna.
We're in control here.
Okay, we've purged the resistance out of Armenia.
We'll be
Sorry,
ready
humanity first in Armenia.
order soon.
It's probably not derp, to be honest. Okay, so in terms of mission control, they have been building stuff. We'll just double down on that. We'll get that done as quickly as possible.
Our associates are now in charge. Cleaning things up.
These guys also have mission control being built. In fact, they've got 4 out of 6. So they're pretty close to mission control being done. Green arc once we get visible. Okay. Just needed the PD there. Panic. Widespread Canada in Santa Cruz and Tenerife. Rumors about alien experiments on people. So we can deploy our forces, which slightly lowers democracy, or we can, yeah, we want to do that. Okay, that's the 16th of November, ticked over. So, we still have... We're actually over cap right now, which I'm surprised by. Let's see if we can get a little bit more command on our guys to deal with that. So, quiet, we can up their command. Chuck, we can up his command. Fire, also... Probably don't want to up their command. National Holdings... +3, that's no use to us. Hey, let's do this. I'm actually just going to do maybe a turn of command on everyone to get a little bit more cap. Brad isn't ready. That's everybody. Anything interesting here? Bifrost. Up persuasion? Too late. It's got us over the hump we're in, which I'm quite happy with. La Cosa Nostra, that's criminal. About resources. Yeah, I need to spend more time looking at orgs, but I've just not got my head around it right now. Okay. What I want to do is I want to take the other Uzbekistani point, which will cost me 6, which I don't have enough room for. So we're a little bit tight on cap right now. Ukraine is ready to join in 27th of January. So they're a while away, and we're also waiting on you to build your mission control. So that's going to take a little time as well. Probably went a little bit too hard there, because I can't take second point here yet. But what we'll do is we'll get fire and distal just to defend all the new territory we took. Not that I think anyone is going to take it off us, but we'll do that anyway.
Securing our interests.
Where do you need me? Securing our interests.
Standing by for orders.
Ready for orders.
So, yes. The way it works, Derp, is in Russia right now, we're investing in mission control. And every time this number hits 25, we add 1 mission control in the entirety of Russia, which has 15 regions. In the smaller countries, it's the same status. Every time they hit 25, they add 1 mission control, but they only have 1 region to build in. So it's essentially I'm building in 6 places at once rather than building in 1. It massively reduces the amount of time it's going to take, and also what Neil said about investment points scaling with the cube root of GDP. So it's having more, and basically it's like a reverse StarCraft Terran. Like, you want to build more barracks to build more Marines, but as I unify my countries, I have to delete barracks. Does that make sense? I tried to make it make sense. I don't know. It's half 12. That's the best you're getting out of me. Okay, let's have a look at the Nations tab, just see how we're doing. Public opinion. 58. It's not too bad anywhere. It's a bit lower in Kyrgyzstan, but I don't really... That doesn't make sense to you too. We've got quite a lot of unrest in Armenia. Quite a lot of unrest in Kyrgyzstan. That makes sense. And in the Ukraine. But nothing I think I really need to jump up and down on right now. Yeah. What Mini-Headed Mishap says is exactly it. It saves a lot of time in the long run. I want to grab this control point, but I can't right now because I don't have the cap for it. Let's go check something.
Setting a watch.
That's Ukraine then. We'll need to stamp down on unrest in Ukraine and a few other places.
We'll restore
We'll
peace
do
to
that.
this nation.
We'll get
What's the
Guy to do that Kyrgyzstan, because that was the place that had it the most.
We'll make things safe.
Protecting our interests.
Fusion reactor array is done. So that means between streams we can sort out upgrading our mines, which is great. Okay. Supply depots. Well, the reason I wanted to use barracks as an example is because barracks each have their own build queue. So you can think of each Terran Marine as one mission control. So when I have 4 different countries, each with their own barracks building mission control, I'm essentially building 4 Marines / mission control a turn. But when I unify all of those nations, I have to delete the other barracks. I only have 1 left, and that 1 barracks can only produce 1 Marine a turn rather than the 4 I could produce before. That's the analogy I was trying to go for, but it's such a terrible analogy. I understand why you didn't understand it. It is approaching 1 a.m., so that's my one excuse. Okay, there was something else I wanted to pick up here. I wanted to read what an E-beam drive was. A laser extensive beam of electrons relative to 6 speeds, which heats propellant for low thrust, moderate efficiency of the thermal drive. Okay. There's compact fission reactor 2 here. We've also got arc jet drives. That's not the one we wanted. There's heavy IR arc laser batteries. I'm not. I'm not. Light rail cannon, light railgun batteries, heavy IR laser batteries. What else is there? We still haven't picked up water for purification techniques, which we should probably pick up at some point. It's 50% more water income. It's quite a lot. In fact, I think I'm just going to get that done. It's a big project, but it's free water in space. Tin droplet radiator's done, so I need another research. Lars laser, Dumbo advanced. These are all drives, and I don't need any of them. Moon spikers, solar streamers. Long range cargo transport use constant thrust to reduce delivery time of ham modules. That's a really good question, Mishaps. Let's have a look. 720 centimeter infrared laser cannon. It doesn't tell me. I guess that may be the aperture size. Laser engine. Yes, actually, laser engines do sound like a good project. I'll find out what the Kiwi project does for you. The Kiwi drive. Kiwi drive. A compact solid core fission drive that exceeds the efficiency of chemical rockets but lacks their thrust. It's pretty boring. I'm guessing the actual number refers to the aperture size of the laser. It can't be wavelength. I'm guessing it's the aperture size, because that's how barrel size is done, right? That's the only thing I can think it is. Bigger number is bigger gun. How many hard points? Okay. Well, that's boring. I wanted a 470 centimeter large laser aperture on my ship. The first division has arrived in London. Good. China has declared war in South Africa. Now that is concerning when China is declaring war on people. South Africa, no one is in control of South Africa. That's really sad. It looks like the initiative are trying to take it, but no one's bothered until now. Unless it was a coup or something.
Here's what we found.
Okay. New assignments. We've got someone to defend. We need to defend Ukraine, so we'll get Fia on
Where
that.
do you need me?
We have a couple of other places that need defended as well.
Protecting our interests.
So we'll get Distal to defend Armenia.
Making things safe for our people.
I'm
And
here.
I can't believe they've already built 2 mission control. Okay.
What's the op?
Chuck, find me some more aliens for you to fight. Let's check China again. I'm worried in my head canon. China is completely under alien control, and the Academy have been completely subverted by them.
You now.
Okay, what else do we want to do this turn? Let's continue to push down on unrest. So this will get the subversion under 2 here.
Restoring order.
And then if we have a look at the other countries, we've got 4 unrest in Tajikistan, 3 unrest in Armenia. So it's just all the new countries need the unrest drops. So we'll just keep working on that in the background. So we'll get you to decrease unrest here. That's going to take a bit of time.
On Overwatch.
Securing our control.
Securing our interests.
New alien fleet's been built.
Things are stabilizing.
Soaring Victory class destroyer. I was just wanted to check that wasn't an assault carrier.
Orders soon.
Violence is abating. Wrapping up here.
Yeah, it's going to take a little work to reduce the unrest in Middle Asia. Look how much mission control we have scattered over Europe. It's insane. It's so cool. All of these sites are basically mission control sites. Okay. I'm going to defend this turn. We'll check orgs in a second. What I mainly want to do this turn is reduce unrest. So we'll focus on... Kyrgyzstan has a lot of unrest, so we're going to focus that down this turn.
Standing by for orders. Where to?
Violence is the answer.
We'll
I'm just
make
going to do a
things safe.
stabilized bomb here.
We'll
And then
make things
we'll
safe.
get fire
Your
to
orders?
defend here. I think that's all of our new states
Making
defended.
things safe for our people.
Armenia's defended. Armenia is defended. Okay, then we'll get you to also stabilize here. Stabilize bomb, yeah, it does sound right, doesn't it? Alright, confirm and unpause.
Securing our interests.
Laser engine increases all laser weapon power by 5 megajoules, meaning the West ships with laser weapons do more damage at longer ranges. Bonus stacks with additional laser engine modules. Is there diminishing returns on that stacking? Because that sounds insane if there isn't. Fuel cell nanotubes, superconducting coil batteries, a lightweight battery. Oh no, that's not what it doesn't do what I thought it did. Saltwater batteries, composite armor. Excuse me, that's the yawn. That's the half 12 yawn. What's a color drive? Drop planet was going to fill with electric field, providing greater thrust with basic ion drives. A solar core fission rocket with improved thrust. Do we need solar core compact solar core fission reactor 2? Is that an important, or is it a dead technology now? Superconducting coil batteries. It's probably... Where's superconducting coil batteries? Because it's in this research, I'm going to guess it is power. A lightweight battery with 0 electronic resistance and rapid recharge rate. But yes, it's totally misleading, isn't it? No, I'm not going to research it. We were just wondering if it was. Oh, you're answering if compact solar core liquid core fission reactor is better. Okay, cool. Spaceport security framework. Is it worth getting more batteries? We could get improved heavy railgun batteries. I think we want Railgun Mark III, don't we? As a prerequisite. Not a prerequisite, but as a better thing than Coilgun 1. But these are batteries, not nose cannons. Because this just gets us Heavy Railgun Battery Mark II. Hey, Dylan Blunder, how you doing? Yeah, no, not a prereq, sorry. I meant Heavy Nose Railgun 3 is better than Coilgun 1, you were saying. I'm just thinking about what we want to research right now. Because if I don't think of anything, I'm going to go for more management research, which is I think a bit of a waste, to be honest. But I think I'm going to get improved heavy railgun batteries. It's not going to take me very long. Coal guns and magnetic and plasma confinement are almost done. Anaconda missile subscribe. Could also start United North America. Yeah, that's another one to work on. I'm already doing Great Nations though. I don't want to. Oh no, Great Nations is done, isn't it? Yeah, we can work. No, once Great Europa is done, we'll look at that. I don't want to have to.
Things are cooling off.
Get ready for a lot of cooling off strife.
Order is returning.
Order is returning.
See, the stabilization bomb worked. We're down to 2. We're just gonna hit them one more time. Yeah. Control nation success. Okay, that's not me. I was like, I didn't do a control nation. Did someone take something off me? I have an undefended point in the UK, but I'm hoping I just sit on that for now. Okay, nothing needs defended right now.
Ready.
So I'm going to get Chuck to stabilize here.
We'll make
And then
things
the
safe.
next most unstable
Ready to
place is Armenia. So we'll just get the gang to hit Armenia for a
Standing
turn.
by. We'll restore peace to this nation.
Where do you need me?
What's the op?
No, I don't want to do
We'll
that.
turn down the heat.
I mean, I built so many space stations. You could maybe actually say I have done that. Okay, while we're waiting as well, I haven't checked orgs or level ups for a while. So we've got a level up on Guy. My thoughts are to level up his command. I don't have the CP for it. And so I wasn't going to touch it until it was time. But I could level up Guy's command, which would get us a little bit more. I think I'm going to do. Because there's no point leveling up his persuasion, there's no point leveling up his science. I can level up his security. His admin is already at 21. Yeah, it will only put me 2 over. Let me check what it's going to put me over, even though I've got quick learn to have you know. So if I check it, Uzbekistan's second point is going to cost me 6.28. So it's going to put me 3 and a bit over, which is quite high. So I was just going to sit on it until we had more mission control built, because the servants are also investing in mission control at the moment. So I'm not too upset about that right now. Basically. So I don't think I need to take the point just yet. Once we get closer, once the... Oh, wait, well, actually we do need to take it, don't we? Because at some point we're going to need to get them federated and unified. Is 4 over worth it? How are we looking in Iceland? Iceland is currently at 4-4. They're quite a long way out from upgrading. Ukraine, we're waiting on January. Ooh, Ukraine's about to move in, actually. So Ukraine's going to unify with the European Union at the end of this month. At that point, we'll have a ton of CP left over. I'll grab the second point in Uzbekistan. And then we can start working on that there. And then I don't need to go over cap, because I don't want to, basically.
I'm not interested in baby steps.
Okay, my magnetic plasma
Our
confinement
enemy
is
going
done.
to wait for us to catch up. What I want from you is the most devastating force you
Force.
can possibly imagine, placed in the hands of our soldiers today.
So, plasma
Castillo, weapons facility inspection.
Plasma consists of charged particles, specifically positive nuclei and negative electrons, that can be shaped and confined by magnetic forces. Like iron filings subject to magnets, these particles will follow magnetic field's guidance, enabling us to both contain and direct the boiling deadly forces within. The magnetic field lines act like an invisible bottle and can isolate the plasma from any solid walls around it, thus preventing it from burning right through them. Magnetically confined plasmas can reach temperatures 10 times hotter than the heart of the sun, and as such should be used to generate untold megawatts of energy, whether that be to accelerate a spacecraft to ever greater velocities, or to deal unstoppable death to our enemies. Okay, next research I've got on my list. We've done nuclear fission in space, we've done arc lasers, we've done coil guns. We could do superconducting magnets, which I just did, or advanced hydrogen containment, or extended space survival. We also need space commerce and our space future, which I think will be quite useful. Or there's quantum encryption. But I have my mouse over quantum encryption because I think it's time to pick up our 6th agent. So I think we're going to get quantum encryption on the go. We also don't have any information science research going at the moment, which means the investment points will be quite good. You hear the ads. Now, is it time for me to tell you about my sponsorship from NordVPN? No, I haven't got a sponsorship from NordVPN.
The reason that
Coil
conflict
guns is
stings
done.
human
Excellent.
history is because something in our nature causes us to hate our neighbor.
So,
Yet we have learned
I'm just
to
going to wait for her to
overcome
finish
that
talking.
urge, that fear.
I used to have such a problem
We
when I
must
started playing this game
remain
that I
conscious,
couldn't
however,
think
that
while
a
the
galactic
while the
neighbor may
quote was
initially
talking.
behave as thoughtlessly we once did.
They're just quite long, these quotes.
Chancellor Li Qingzhao, preparing for first contact and beyond.
So a superficially similar but nevertheless distinct electromagnetic weapon to railguns, the coil gun or Gauss rifle, named for the great German mathematician, once again rewrites what was previously thought possible. Coil guns as a concept has existed for decades, but until now has struggled to match the kinetic force of even an air gun. Thanks to further refinement of electromagnetic technologies used in our mass drivers, this limitation has evaporated. While a railgun operates by passing current along one side of the barrel and then back down the other, our newest weapon houses an array of coils along its length, which are turned on and off in a rapid and precise sequence, creating powerful electromagnetic attraction that accelerates projectiles to incredible velocities. Essentially, the coils rapidly pull projectiles through the center, whereas a railgun pushes it slugged along the rails of its barrel with great force. Railguns suffer from extreme wear and tear as a result, which imposes certain limitations on how powerful they can be without tearing themselves apart. Our coil guns' coils, by contrast, do not come into physical contact with their projectiles, which in turn enables us to feed them far greater amounts of electrical power without the same likelihood of reduced efficiency or eventual self-destruction. In short, a railgun is a brute force approach to electromagnetic warfare, while a coil gun is a costlier but more refined solution. Used correctly, it is a truly devastating weapon. The Chancellor's final tech quote will definitely make you go, "Daw." You're not a real YouTuber and your inbox is flooded with sponsorship requests. Well, I have no sponsorship requests in my inbox, so I'm not a real YouTuber. Okay, next research. We're probably looking... Can we get space commerce? Yeah. Let's get space commerce going. No, let's get extended space survival going, because that unlocks the HABs. Yeah, gas guns are railguns' bigger brothers. I've just discovered this.
Things are cooling off.
Get ready for some
Things are
spam.
stabilizing.
Improved heavy railguns are done. Oh, so many projects done. Now, oh, perfect. Colgan Battery Mark 1 is available for research. Colgan Batteries. Select project. Plasma looking like a snack.
Things are cooling off.
Violence is
Cool.
abating.
We got Armenia down to 1.3,
Things are stabilizing.
0.8. That's great. Armenia's a lot less scary than it was. Pakistan has declared war on Afghanistan. Antimatter is now also an option. Our research is a bit insane right now, isn't it? Okay. It's available global tech? I didn't see that. Light Coal Cannon Mark 1s are available. Well, we've got... What do we have finishing soon? Extended Space Survival is going to finish very quickly. It's going to be available in February. I didn't miss this, did I? No, 27th of January. Yeah. Next. Turn after next. Great Europa is done. So I already know what I'm putting in this slot. United North America. So we can now, when we want to, unify Eurasia and Europe, the European Union, into one country. And I won't that cause some drama. Stop spoils. Do I have spoils in Ukraine? Oh my goodness! It's because they finished their. Thank you. That's why we keep getting so much unrest in Ukraine. It's my fault. I'm the bad guy. It's me. Sorry, Ukraine. But we're gonna bring you into the EU pretty soon.
Standing by.
Okay. So everyone's defended. We've got a little bit of breathing room here. These are all defended. If we check our unrest at the moment, the only place that's got a lot of unrest is Tajikistan. Okay, which is this one here? Nope. This one here. Okay, we'll just do another bunch of suppression. Stabilization, sorry,
We'll
on this
restore
country.
peace to this nation.
I'm here.
So that's
Where do you need
1, 2.
We'll make things safe.
That's 2. So we're not going to get it down this turn.
We'll
We'll get
make
push on
things
it.
safe.
We'll restore peace.
Well, I am
to
the bad
this
guy
nation.
if I've been
Ready for my
exploiting Ukraine
restore
for
peace.
resources by accident. So after this turn, we can bring the Ukraine into the EU.
Violence is abating.
Order is returning.
Things are stabilizing.
1.6,
Things are
1.1.
stabilizing.
Cool, that's
Things
nice.
are cooling off.
Vietnam has joined the Pakistan-Afghanistan war against Afghanistan. Some crazy wars going on. But because of me, most of the Western world just isn't involved. Heavy Golgan Battery Mark 1. Okay, alien spyware. We've uncovered evidence of alien intrusion into our faction's computer networks. Most of the code involved appears to be taken from an assortment of known human malware, but some of the architecture we've never seen before. We will in any case need to perform a full review and replacement of all potentially affected hardware and software, but this will take us some time, reducing the bandwidth available for coordinating our operations until then. So we can... someone has been fished. We can prioritize our science and engineering effects. So for -4 to missions to get a control point or control a hab. So for -6 to control space asset. -6 to assassinate. -6 to on terrorize missions. -4 on enthrall missions. Prioritize bandwidth for active anti-alien operations. We need to pay 50 ops for this, but we get -6 on steal and sabotage project. -4 to gaining control point or control a hab. And -6 to control space asset. We can prioritize bandwidth for political influence efforts. That gives us -6 to steal and sabotage, -6 to assassinate, -6 to terrorize. Or our counselors are skilled enough to evade any alien surveillance. Nothing happens. I know that we've unlocked this because the sum of our counselor security attributes is over 60. But does this feel like me clicking on the link? Is this the Resistance choosing just not to do anything to do with the alien spyware because they're just expecting our people to be so good at avoiding the aliens that they're not worried that the aliens are going to find them? This is the do nothing option. You know what? Do I really want to click on this button? I feel like this is going to come back on me, but it doesn't say anything's going to happen. It says, yeah, I did it. I clicked the button. We're not deleting the spyware apparently. I really hope that isn't gonna come back really nastily on me. Okay, we're gonna get Chuck to set national policy in the EU so that we can bring Ukraine into the European Union. It only took until 2033, but it's happening. If we check the nations map, I think everything unrest is in a pretty good place everywhere. Yeah, everyone's under 2 except for Ukraine. No, I'm not handicapping them, Derp. I'm celebrating their ability.
Reporting in.
The options were for priorities. Okay.
We'll make things safe.
I'm celebrating their ability by saying, you know what, you've proven to me that I don't need to hold your hand through this. You can do it yourselves. How's mission control doing here? We're almost at mission control 5, and then we could potentially just direct invest to finish it off. All of the sub-nations are going. You're at mission control 2. Yeah, there's not really much we can do here. You need to be brought in to Russia as soon as possible. You at least can invest in mission control, and you can invest in mission control. In fact, you're almost done, which is crazy. And once we've got Ukraine in next turn, we'll take over the last point here. So it's in our... I want to see the alien fishing advert too, actually. I think that'll be hilarious. Let's do some advising this turn. We'll get Guy to advise the United States of America. And I'm going to get Quiet to advise the European Union.
Offering counsel.
How are things looking in the UK, actually? So we're at 15... Excuse me, 15 of... Okay, we need 5 more mission control in the UK, and then it's ours. So Fire, what could you do? Where do we have the least amount of public opinion right now? USA has pretty bad public opinion. Let's just do a bit of public campaigning here.
I will tell our story.
Abnormal human females in your local geographic location.
Offering assistance.
I will help them.
A life
I'll check that in a second. Okay, extended space survival is done, which I didn't read, sorry. So antimatter containment is available here. Allows faction to amass antimatter stockpiles. Physicists develop ways to safely store antimatter in a system composed of normal matter. Now, I believe that if we start going down this path, this is quite a big deviation from our plan of what we're actually going for. Plasma weapons are also here. There's some really cool stuff in here. But do I want to look at antimatter containment as our next research topic? The requirement for the following faction projects: antimatter spike, antimatter trap, atom smasher, antimatter I almost called it an antimatter McFission drive, antimatter plasma core, reactor 1. Any advice? What do we think? Do we want to go down the antimatter route? We've just managed to get fusion going. We have a look at the tech tree. Serious Dawson antimatter? Not right now. I just want to check how down, because there's deuterium tritium fusion is what Black Empty's talking about. Increases global nuclear fusion tech level by 1. Economy priority by 10%. Plasma weapons are amazing. Because what I've got on my list to research, what we're kind of looking for is neutronium containment, which will get us neutronium spikers. And neutronium microfission drives, and also advanced hydrogen containment, which gets us... What's advanced hydrogen containment? Have I already grabbed advanced hydrogen containment? What's Z-pinch? Z-pinch techniques. A spacecraft become capable of dramatically increased thrust by using electricity alone to trigger a sustained fusion reaction. This is a requirement for the following faction projects: Mini Mega Ryan drive, Z-pinch microfission drive. Okay, we'll grab Z-pinch for now. We'll maybe talk about it between... remember that I'm still on the old version of the game as well, Neil. I haven't updated. I've already got advanced hydrogen containment. Cool. Thank you, Mishaps. Giving me right. I do really appreciate my advisements. I've already picked Z-Pinch for now. Yeah, that's right. It's already researching. Advanced hydrogen containment is here.
To our side.
Who has all of the public opinion in USA right
Violence
now?
is
It's us.
abating.
Kogan batteries are done. Plus weapons are weird. For some reason, they got the highest levels of velocity of any projectile weapons, so they're extremely effective in space combat. You'd think that would be lasers or something like that. I don't know. Alright, what was I thinking about doing here? Should we get the Kogan batteries done? Oh, light coal cannons. Rail cannons. No, as heavy ones I would need. I think I'm just going to work through the coil batteries. Is it the light coil cannon you're calling out? I think it is. A Mills mounted coil gun, a long barrel. I'll just, yeah, we'll grab that. It's not going to take very long to research it, even if it's the wrong thing. It'll be done by March. Just waiting for Ukraine to tick over.
Mission complete.
Unify Ukraine. Confirm. Yay! Ukraine has joined the European Union. Wildfires in Minneapolis. There's a lot of wildfires ticking off in America recently. Kogan Battery Mark II available for research. Okay, we freed up a chunk of CP. I always get really concerned when a control nation thing pops up on this guy, and I'm like, what have we done? And then I realize that it's not me, it's the initiative doing stuff. That's a weird place for you to be. Okay, no defense needs to be done this turn. So, let's just count up. We've got, what do we have available to us? We have 14 control points available to us. This point here requires 14. It's 39 days till we confederate the UK, by the way. So if I want to grab this point here, it means we're going to go over cap when we grab this point here. But we don't need to grab this point here until we're ready to unify the UK. Particle range, but particle beams with low range. Cool. So here's my plan for the turn. First of all, let's just check the team. Make sure no one has any level ups. We've got a level up from Distal here. I'm going to put his persuasion up. Nobody else has a level up unless you're a quick learner. You're not. Hellbore Research Associates. Cool name. Rastaban Strategic Communications. Interesting. Trollius Public Relations. That surely is something backer made. Cirrus Protection, that's a cool logo. 3 command on them. Can we... Because we can get rid of Vanguard Services and Batis Security. And then one more, like Talaman Interactive. And that gets us an extra command and a security. I feel like that's worth it. Because Talaman's really not doing anything for me. Where did Talaman go? There it is. 5% information security research. Just a lot of equipment for now. And then I can get Cirrus Protection. And then we can get rid of something. Pisces Intelligence doesn't really do anything anymore. Oh, whoa. Hoglins have a higher damage upper limit compared to Plasma, but you have to ensure that enough saturation faster the rounds get past the alien PD. Saturation PD, plus you need to make sure you're close enough to hit, since alien ships are generally pretty good at dodging shots. Yeah, I've been practicing in the skirmish for when we actually get into fights in this game, and the AI is pretty good at dodging shots. And I'm still pretty terrible at fights, but I'll get there. Alright, so we brought the Ukraine in, which is great. I'm going to grab the other control point from the servants in Uzbekistan, and I'm kind of thinking I'm just going to grab all of these nations for Russia, and we'll leave the UK for right now, because all we need to do for the UK is we spend one turn, we purge the point, and then we unify it through the EU, and that's all we need to do, and I can make that work. But I need all of these nations to get ready for Federation, and that's going to take a long time, so I think that's what I'm going to focus on right now. So we'll get Guy to purge the control point from the servants here. He has an 89% chance of doing that. If I double that, it goes to 91. We'll just go with the 89% chance.
Targeting the opposition.
It doesn't matter if it doesn't fire. It's not life or death. Now, the other places we need We need to get Turkmenistan. That's going to cost us 4.5 per point. Where else do we need? We also need Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan is academy owned. I don't really care about the academy, and that's going to cost us 5.1. So I can grab one of these right now, but another. So this control point here is going to cost me 6. So that's going to put us up to 4, 6, 8, basically. That's going to leave us 8 free. So if I grab both of these, we're going to go over cap. So I'm going to have to leave that for now. Plasma and laser guns with sprinkler dedicated PD ships. The lasers can double as PD while the plasma does the bulk of the damage. Cool. That sounds like a good loadout. Okay, we're just going to grab this point for now. We're going to focus on these nations for the moment. 72 days before Kyrgyzstan is ready to go. The UK is still 39 days out. Let's get the rest of this turn done. So Chuck,
Ready to go.
let's just check for alien activity in the EU.
Surveilling target area.
Wyatt,
Ready
I
for
want
my
you
mission.
to advise the EU.
Reporting in.
Fire.
Where do you need me?
It sounds like it's all about. It sounds. There's a really interesting discussion that's happening in chat right now, and it feels to me.
Restoring order.
Oh, what did I send you? I did the wrong thing.
Standing
It sounds.
by for orders.
It sounds to me like it's a little bit like Nebulous Fleet Command, where you're wanting to overwhelm PD,
Offering support.
and you do that
Where
by
do you need me?
amount of firepower rather than heaviness of firepower. It's better to fire lots of small missiles that are easy to kill than 1 or 2 big missiles that have a lot of armor that cost a lot of points. And it kind of sounds like that will also play into this as well, which is kind of cool. What can you do, Distal? Why don't you just defend that control point in the UK that I haven't defended?
Securing our control.
Okay, this is probably going to be the last turn of the stream because it's getting to 1 a.m. and I do have work, like boring person work in the
Lending
morning.
my expertise.
Setting a watch.
Lending my expertise.
Protecting our interests.
Not a lot happening right now. Heavier Colgan rounds do take more hits from PD. Okay, that's good to know. PD does damage to projectiles based on mass. For nose call cannons, that means large ones don't get killed by PD or take multiple hits to get killed by PD. That's a game changer. It's not a binary, you get hit by PD, you die.
Our
Cool.
associates were unable to
Failed to
take control.
purge. Okay, that's fine. Right. Cool. Well, that's the 1st of March 2023. And I am going to start closing out the stream at this point, just because I think we've covered a lot of ground. I'm actually really happy with the changes that we've made in this one. The European Union is looking great. We've got starting to take up stuff for Russia as well. That's really good. And the research gains we've made are massive. So what I want to do is just have a quick look at the state of the world, have a state of our research, have a look at the state of our stations, and then we'll leave it for the next stream, which will be in 2 days' time. So here's the state of the European Union at the moment. Democracy score is going up. We've got a little bit of unrest, but that's fine. GDP is going up. Our military is going down, which is interesting, I guess, because we're not investing in it. We are looking at education going up, cohesion is going down, GDP is going down, but inequality is also going down. And we are sitting at 194 mission control. We still have... Actually, we only have 2 mission control to build, which we're not investing in. So we actually are investing in it, but we're almost there in the EU. We're almost at max mission control for the EU, which is insane. I never thought we'd hit that point. But looking at this here, the only places that, at least in the EU right now, that haven't finished are Paris, which is pretty great. That's pretty cool. We have 9 armies as well right now, which is nice, but they're only atomic age armies, sadly. So that's the European Union. Eurasia at the moment, democracy score is not changing. No unrest at all. GDP is going up. Education is doing well. Cohesion is doing well. GDP is doing well. Inequality is also going down. They're still working on mission control. They've built 39 mission control, but they have a lot still to build. Unfortunately, it's going to take them a long time to get that done. But that's what they're looking at the moment. We're only investing in economy and welfare with them. Then if we come over to America, America's democracy is going up, GDP is going down. Their robotics age, which is cool. They've almost this entire stream they've been working on military. That's almost completed. What else have we got here? They're at 10 education. Diversity sort of seems to have capped itself at 5. GDP is going down. Inequality is going down, which is great. They're halfway to building a navy for that army, which is really nice, and then we'll get an army building after that as well. That's the situation in the USA. Just having a look at our rivals. The economy in China is a pretty big deal. They are looking at 9 mission control being built, investing in welfare, military, funding, boost mission control, and build navy. So they're a bit all over the place. What else have we got? India. India has 9 mission control, not much going on. Let's have a look at the other factions really quickly. So, if we look at the resources for all of them, this will give us an idea. Humanity first have minus 40 boost as an income? That's insane. Initiative is plus 33. Servants have 21, but they are over on mission control. Initiative is 75 mission control. What else have we got? Negative boost for the academy, and Project Exodus are also over mission control as well, which is kind of good for us. Then in terms of the solar system, we have Ruby Station. That's the setup on it there. We didn't fix the military station thing, actually. That's something we need to do. VTuber Nation, which is another science station around in Earth orbit. Then there's Party Rock Station. None of these have really changed. Space Weed Farm Alpha, which is, of course, our social science center. Then we have Orbitium Station, which is another generic research station with a smattering of different research stuff. Then we leave Earth orbit. We've got Wasting Space in Mercury orbit. This is a, I think this is a Skunk Works. Then there's Rocky Marked. This is a research campus base. Diamond Station is a Skunk Works base. Frosty Station is a research campus base. The servants are doing really badly. I was expecting more from them. Usually they get hold of China or something and it's a problem, but that hasn't happened. Then we've got the gun zone, which, if you remember, is building a gun, putting a gun in the hand of every child for the resistance. It's a manufacturing station making us money. Then back on Earth orbit, we've got the Scaffold Shipyard. So this is our shipyard with layered defense arrays. This will be churning out our ships pretty soon. Then we've got, back at Mercury, we've got In Defense of Salad. This is an energy research center. It has all of our energy research stations on it. Then we've got the Alien Avery, which is a new station I built at the start of the stream. This has research campuses on it. Then there's NTSS-13, Space Station 13. It also has research campuses on it. We also have Union Station, which has research campuses on it. And then we have the Doomsday Station, which is another nanofactory station for making me money, which is how we got an income of 929 right now. Then really quickly running around our mines, we have Hotsville on Mars. It has a settlement core and a settlement mining complex and a fission reactor array. We've got DE Dust, which is the same. Smoko Prime, which is a settlement core mine. Rocky Road, which is a settlement core mine. One Stop Rock. I must have misspelled. I probably misspelled it to TRM, honestly. That's a settlement core base as well. Drilling for Thrills is a settlement core base. If we have laser defense arrays, why do we not have AL at least on each one station? I was going to point out protecting some of our others. Literally blank. We built all the other stations before we had LDAs, and I just haven't gone back around and updated the setups for them, is the answer to your question. This is Minor Planet is a settlement core. Iron is a settlement core. Lafayette is a settlement core. And then Moonbase Alpha is all the rest of these are outposts. And it costs a slot as well. So these are all outposts. If we have a look, I think if I go into the Habs, change this to the Resistance, we can see what they're all mining, which is quite cool. So Moonbase Alpha is producing pretty much nothing. 8.5 water. In fact, this is a potential let's get rid of it base. We should trade this away pretty soon because it's not really producing anything for us. Hotsville's got a pretty good income, 95 base metals. DE Dust is producing 36, not great, 8.6 thistles. Thistles in this game, for anyone who's not been here from the start, they are really rare in our solar system. That's true, Blank, you're right, but at the moment we haven't needed it, you know? that's just kind of our situation right now. And then our research stations here are also showing up. I actually just want Habs on this list. So yeah, that's all of our bases for anyone who wants to maybe screenshot that and have a look at them. And then if we have a look at the sites on Mercury, there's the Mercury site list. Fists are required for fusion? I think they are, yeah. I think they're a prerequisite for it. I think it's just more of a tiered energy system than you need to know this to research it, basically. But yeah, that's the situation in our game right now. Still contained to the inner solar system. Nobody's made it out. Mission to Jupiter is sitting there. If we have a look at the tech trees. So Mission to Jupiter has not been researched yet. Neither has Mission to Saturn, obviously, going from there. Tech tree, the only low stuff that hasn't been researched yet, apart from space tourism, arrival, international development, and predictive genetics are the only ones at tier 2. Then tier 3, the only ones that we haven't got are high energy, electrothermal propulsion, fall of empires, and next generation aerospace. Siege bridge techniques is under research. Electrostatic plasma confinement, inertial containment fusion, self-repairing software, and transform phases aren't available. And then at 3, mission to Jupiter, fission pulse drives, particle cannon, space assault doctrine, advanced missile warfare doctrine, arrival culture, antimatter containment, neutronium containment, network propaganda, applied artificial intelligence, and molecular assemblies. And then we've picked up a couple of things from tier 4, but not a lot of them. Just arc lasers and coil guns are ours. And antimatter is available, as are plasma weapons, which is pretty deep down the tech tree, which is kind of cool. And then projects, I'll show you the project list. So project list is pretty big, but I'll just give it to you in sections. So we've got all of this down to supply depot. And then I'll bring supply depot to the top of the screen. So everything here up to arcjet drive. And then everything down here up to light IR laser cannon. This is all of the combat research that we've got. That's all of the social stuff we've got, and then there's fire services at the bottom. Fusion requires fissile since the game thinks fusion systems will utilize fission to kickstart the fusion reaction, since fusion has a high initial energy cost to get started. That does make sense, yeah. Cool. Is there anything else you want to have a look at, Neil, before we kick off? I do really appreciate your input between streams. And I will be same time, same channel, later this week, 2 days. The event is on the Discord if you want to get a reminder for it. Otherwise, I'll schedule the stream on the day. Thank you, everybody, for chiming in on the stream. I really appreciate it. It really helps me get through this game. I can't believe the amount of time I've put into this playthrough already, and there's still so much more to do. But I think we're doing really well, honestly. Without like, walking into too much hubris. I think our status on Earth right now is looking really good for us. We have 279 mission control, which is insane. I'm going to head to bed. Cool. All right. Thank you again, everybody, for watching. Let me just put on the end slide. Ending soon. I'm just going to save the game. Not even halfway there yet. Yeah, I know. There's a long hill to climb to get out of the well. Thank you again, everyone, for tuning in. Have a great morning, noon, evening, night, etc. And I will see you on the flip side. And I promise you that Season 3, Campaign 3 of Hive Fleet is coming soon. I've almost finished all the prep stuff for it. But for now, let me just make sure I definitely save the game, because that would be awful. Yeah, Stream 10 saved. Cool. I will catch you all later. Ciao for now.